Good evening, everyone. This is the George here, and it is a lovely Saturday evening, February 11th, 2023. And a lot has happened in the last couple days, actually, the last 24 hours. And yes, I know Gunn has spoken, and we are going to get to that. There are three main DC topics that I want to get through tonight. And basically, for all you wondering what Donovan Martin is sobering in the chat about, basically, it involves the scoop about Batman. So, the three main topics that I'm going to be discussing tonight are the Flash poster has been released. Does it seem like they're going too heavy with promoting Michael Keaton's Batman? Are they hiding Ezra Miller? And what can we expect from tomorrow's Super Bowl trailer? DCEU Batman scoops. Grace Randolph is at it again, although it looks like she might have been proven wrong. And
Who?
James Gunn is possibly has debunked the sell Zack Snyder's Justice League to Netflix. And I'm joined by Arkham. What's up, Arkham?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just introducing the topics of discussion for tonight. And yes, obviously the
Can you
Flash
hear me?
trailer comes out. What? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, it froze for a second on my computer.
It's all good. It's all good. How you doing?
Good. I'm actually glad James Gunn debunked it. Like, we all know Grace doesn't know anything.
Oh yeah. So we
Like,
might as well. Yeah. Well, can continue. I'll get the
like,
tweet set up.
I would say, like, before, I would say she was right before she got called out by multiple directors and stuff like that, like during that time when she was somewhat right. But now she's not right at all.
Yeah, so basically, like for everyone wondering what that don't know why we're bringing up Grace Randolph, why Donovan Martin is so bringing the chat. Well, yeah, well, the other day, actually, it was like 2 days ago, Grace Randolph basically set Twitter ablaze with this very interesting tweet that I'm going to share for anyone who's wondering what's going on. Why has George Clooney been trending? Why has Christian Bale been trending a couple times? Well, this was the tweet Grace Randolph posted on February 9th. In the chat about.
Sorry.
Oh. So, Grace Randolph tweeted that I hear that it's going to be a former Batman who cameos at the end of The Flash and could potentially stick around as the new permanent DCU Batman. Damian's dad, Pattinson, is still solo. I know who it is, but it would be uncool to reveal the whole thing. And she posted these three Batmen. You got Val Kilmer, you got George Clooney, and you got Christian Bale. To me, this was like the most bizarre scoop, and this is obviously coming from the same woman that's made so many bizarre scoops throughout the years. When this scoop first came out, Arkham, did you like believe this at
Nah,
all?
you, like number one, Val Kilmer like can't do it. Um, George Clooney says he hate playing Bat. I think he said he hate playing Batman, stuff like that. Or like that. And Christian Bale said he will only come back as Batman if it was okay by Christopher Nolan. So it's like uh, basically everything. This does not make any sense because like I believe Christian Bale would come back as Batman if it involved um, Christopher Nolan. But
Yeah, I agree
that's
with you.
not happening. So like that's out of the picture. George Clooney doesn't even want. He said on record that he hated Batman Robin. He doesn't even. He would not want to return. Like he he hates it. So like, why would he come back? So not for that. And Val Kilmer, like, I'm not sure if he'll be able to come back. Like, does he still have that sickness and stuff like that? Like stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know if you saw like Top Gun Maverick, But yeah, Val Kilmer was in that film, and yeah, like even like minor spoiler for anyone who hasn't watched Top Gun Maverick, like even his character in that film was obviously like not well. So it's like I can't see I obviously I couldn't see Val Kilmer coming back. That's why, and I think everyone else agreed. That's why it kind of seemed like it was coming down to George Clooney or Christian Bale. And you're right, Christian Bale, who probably out of these three would make the most logical sense. Like he says, he would only come back if Christopher Nolan was involved, and obviously Nolan is not involved. And with George Clooney, like you said, he's had a miserable experience with that. And also, like here's the thing, like George Clooney's kind of like as far as the age of Batman goes, he's in between Affleck and Keaton. Keaton's like 71, George Clooney's 62, and then Ben Affleck's 50. It's like
Yeah,
he,
makes no
he
sense.
he's younger than Keaton, but he's older than Affleck. That's kind of another reason why Christian Bale makes the most sense because he's younger. I mean, he's 48, but still, like if you were to cast like a Batman who would probably be old enough to be like a kid Damian Wayne's like
But if we're talking about not permanent Batman, just a cameo, I could see maybe Christian Bale and maybe George Clooney to have a tiny cameo in the Flash movie because that I could see. I could see that happening, but it's very unlikely because like it's just a similar situation. I'm not sure if they would even want to come back as those that character.
yeah. And Donovan Martin, I know who you're talking about. I'm not gonna mention their names, like people who think like George Clooney should have a redemption arc. Like that doesn't really make sense.
Redemption, like
Like seriously, it's like people. I see some people comparing this to like Andrew Garfield's Spider Man. It's like no.
nah.
Here's the thing: Andrew Garfield. His first Spider Man movie was good, and then the second one was basically overshadowed by like the studio integrating so many things into that movie. Like that was a legit. And then he got like basically fired. Like that was a legit redemption for Andrew Garfield. Whereas like George Clooney, it's like here's the thing: he was not as passionate about Batman as Andrew Garfield was about Spider Man. Like that movie was a train wreck. Like there was no like promising future because at least you can make the case that like if they did Amazing Spider-Man 3, maybe they can. There was still enough room to fix the franchise and all that. Like to compare this to like Andrew Garfield's redemption would be silly. And like again, like obviously Val Kilmer wouldn't make most sense. It's like none of these really would have made sense. And again, the most logical choice, which would have been Christian Bale, he's not going to come back if Christopher Nolan's not involved. And also, here's the other thing: out of all these Batman, Christian Bale's Batman is like the most realistic out of all of them. Like I get it, this version of Batman faced off against like Talia al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, the League of the Shadows, and all that. But it's like if you want to go, but it's like it wouldn't make sense to go realistic with this in the DCU.
His trilogy was like Christopher Nolan's trilogy was more realistic.
Yeah,
Like like a lot of his I would say Batman Begins was the most fantasy we kind of got with Christopher Nolan because how Batman Begins. But when you compare it to the Dark Knight Rises, he went more realistic.
yeah, I agree. So like it really wouldn't make sense, and also like again like yeah, Christian Bale's like around the same age as like Ben Affleck, so it's like it
Makes
would
no
feel
sense.
kind of weird to just like if to like replace Ben Affleck. Like it was weird to replace Ben Affleck with an older Batman and Michael Keaton to begin with when they were going with that plan. And like to like replace him with someone that's like around the same age that's only like 2 years younger than him still doesn't make a lot of sense. Like James Gunn already said they're gonna go for someone that's younger to play as Batman. Like they were gonna go with a new actor.
Yeah, makes no sense. But at least he debunked it. At least he debunked it and said none of this bullshit's true.
But here's the thing, like Grace Randolph, she's like celebrating that her first scoop is like in the top is trending top 10 in the United States. Like she's bragging about this like firestorm that she created.
That's not true. That's not even true. Anyways, like who cares? Like at least it's not true. Like yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So basically, James Gunn like debunked this and said it's a new actor. But then she's playing damage control by saying, "Awesome! I specifically said potentially. Actual scoop cameo still holds 100% true." So it's like she's playing damage control and she's still doubling down on something with the scoop. And look, I'm not saying it's not possible for George Clooney or Christian Bale to not appear in the movie in general, like as like a brief
I feel
like
like it's
appearance.
more likely probably George Clooney as a tiny cameo when when Flash goes through like kind of like the Speed Force, like in the TV show where um um he's going through I guess a different Earth and stuff like that. And something like that, like you'll probably see a tiny cameo of George Clooney from that Earth, or maybe Christian Bale. But that's it. It's not gonna be really much.
Yeah, Grace is definitely backtracking. Hey, Sideways 52. It's just like this is like the normal thing, and I feel like people have not learned their lesson when it comes to trusting not just scoopers, but specifically Grace Randolph. Like she does this all the time. Like specifically with DC. Like I don't know if you remember when she claimed that Bane was gonna appear in Peacemaker.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That James Gunn called the BS out.
Yeah, and the thing is like this was someone who like I remember 2 years ago she was giving hope to Snyder fans, saying that there was a possibility that it was going to get restored. Then she said it was going to get erased. Then she said, "Oh, Ben Affleck could actually come back for more after the Flash." Like this is someone who's she's all over the place when it comes to DC scoops. And also, I remember you brought this up. I think you were the one that brought it up in my DM group. Like she apparently said like Wonder Woman 1984 was going to tie into Flashpoint.
No, no, she said Wonder Woman 1984 was going to be Flashpoint,
Oh my goodness.
and then like um then the whole Birds of Prey situation where um uh, something about I don't know the specific, but Grace Randolph was saying that the director doesn't know what they're talking about now. That she knows better.
Hello there. And well, Vortex, I can make you a mod if you want me to. I trust you. Just make sure you don't abuse that power.
That I think that's what's kind of wrong with Grace Randolph. Like these directors call her out, and she's not gonna admit she's wrong. She's gonna say, "No, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about."
But yeah, no, it's just like, and again, this isn't just she hasn't just done this with DC. I remember like she was claiming Pedro Pascal was done with yeah,
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian, and then when he claimed that wasn't true, she doubled down on it. Like she's a very odd scooper, and
Yeah.
like and then when you question her scoop or like claim it's not true, she will basically block you.
Oh yeah. I was trying to get blocked, but I was
I
able
remember
to.
Isaac got blocked just for typing tubby at her. He was even calling her that. And he was like saying all this stuff to try to get blocked by her, and that was like the final straw apparently. Hey Aaron, how's it going?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, but yeah, no, like obviously, like I'm very happy that it's gonna be a new actor. And hey, how's it going, Sal? Um,
Who would you
yeah,
want?
this it's very tough because I feel like
I know a lot of people are saying I forgot his name.
Hey,
Like,
blind bro.
uh, I think the top. Let me see the top Batman castings.
I know a lot of people want Jensen Ackles. Like
I think
he's a
that
good.
that could be a good choice as well.
I mean, I think he's done like the voice for like some of the DC movies. Yeah, like I know he did the voice in Long Halloween. It's just I
Oh, a
don't
lot
know
of
if
people say
he's.
John Hamm too.
But like I also know while James Gunn wants like an experienced Batman, he also wants a Batman that's like not that much older than his Superman.
Yeah, he said around he said around his 30s.
So like I mean, obviously, if you didn't have like Matt Reeves' universe, like or like if you integrated the Matt Reeves universe with the DCU, Pattinson would probably be the ideal choice since he's in his mid 30s.
Yeah.
But since they're not doing that, like yeah, I would definitely say probably someone that's in their mid 30s.
Like I'm not opposed for just Jensen Ackles, but I'm not sure if he would be the best choice for Batman just because he voiced Batman.
Yeah, yeah. Like the only reason why I think his name is getting thrown around is because he does the voice. Like that's basically it. But I know like our friend Blind Braille's like in the chat. Like Blind Braille like also has this belief that it could be like Dick Grayson. Would you be against like Dick Grayson being Batman in the DCU
Oh,
instead of like
totally. I would be totally against it. I hate it in the comics. I do not like Dick Grayson should stay his own hero as Nightwing. If there's a person that should take up the mantle, it should be Damian Wayne or Tim Drake. No Dick Grayson. I do not like. I even in the comics I hated it. I just do not like it. Like I know there's a situation where if Batman's dead, he had and no and Damian Wayne is not the appropriate age to get to take the mantle, that he has to do it. So like that I understand, but that doesn't mean I don't like the idea. I do not like the idea at all.
well, I mean like well, it's supposed to apparently be in the same timeline. Like Batman Forever is supposed to be like the sequel to Batman Returns. Like it's the same Alfred, same Gordon. It's just like how different the tones are. It's like you wouldn't even think that these movies are in the same universe. And also I think they made it clear that with Keaton's return in the Flash that like only Batman and Batman Returns is canon. Unless like that other stuff's like in an alternate universe from Batman and Batman Returns.
Yeah, but that's my standpoint on the Dick Grayson Batman situation.
Yeah, like look, I would like to see Dick Grayson as Nightwing in this universe because I think he's long overdue to be in a Batman movie. Like, and yeah, I would like to see Nightwing on film. And you know what? I think there's a good chance that Nightwing could appear in The Brave and the Bold as well. As far as like Batman goes, like I don't know because apparently James Gunn he's not. And this is another reason why this whole thing was not true about a previous Batman actor getting casted. Like apparently they want to make sure the scripts and stories are written before they cast people. That's why Superman has yet to be casted.
That makes sense.
And like considering Superman's gonna be like the first film like in this like in like chapter one and like the chapter one gods and monsters, like it would make sense that they would cast Superman before they cast the new Batman. Like I don't think this Batman movie's probably not going to come out until like 2027 in my opinion.
Probably 20 around 26, I think.
That would be the earliest probably.
I would say around fall. I would say fall 2026.
Yeah, that would make sense. I think that would be the earliest. But yeah, no, like literally Grace Randolph basically like caused all this unnecessary drama. And the thing is, I think some people were egging it on, claiming that like we know that it's going to be George Clooney and all this.
Yeah, that's totally
And people were saying apparently because of like the humor of Batman and Robin that like George Clooney could fit the mold. But it's like, here's the thing, like James Gunn doesn't just do goofy stuff. He does serious stuff as well.
Yeah.
And it would make sense that his Batman would still be serious.
It totally would make sense.
And yeah, like James Gunn has said like he wants to explore the Bat family. Yeah, the idiot was Grace Randolph.
Yeah.
But
at least he debunked it. I'm happy that he debunked it. And we don't have to hear this BS for, I guess, for at least a week, and some scoopers get come up with another BS rumor.
Yeah,
I bet you it's probably gonna be Grace Randolph again.
Oh my goodness. Well, sure, Senior Nerd. Also, Senior Nerd, if you want, I'll tell you after the stream. But I'll send you the links, Senior Nerd. But yeah, like like this was just such a weird thing, and I think people were getting worried because James Gunn is very quick to like he's very quick to debunk stuff, especially from Grace Randolph.
But this time it wasn't because it probably was very late at night.
So like,
because what time did she really drop her scoop?
I don't know. I got to go back to the original tweet that she sent. So she originally it says 8:00 on February 9th.
Yeah, that's probably why he didn't respond immediately. It's like, depending on the time zone you're in, he was probably asleep. Because people thought when she dropped that tweet, he would automatically do like that. But it took him, I think, a day or two.
Yeah, but like, again, I understand people were getting concerned, but it's like, this is what kind of kills me. The people that were getting concerned are the people that obviously believe everything James Gunn says. So it's like you weren't starting to believe what James Gunn said. And yeah, look, Vortex, the reason why my mic sounds good is because it's a new mic.
Oh, you got a new mic?
Yeah, I got a new mic for Christmas. I've been using it like more often.
I have to get a new mic.
You're Senior Nerd.
Hey, what's going on?
So, what'd you think about this firestorm that Grace Randolph basically started? Like,
oh, I didn't believe it for a minute. I was like, how do I sound? I'm talking through my phone. How do I sound?
You sound fine. I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't believe it for a second because I went through the candidates. So I was like, okay, obviously can't be Val Kilmer because health reason. Because he can't talk anymore. And Clooney, I thought that it wasn't a possibility. I thought Bale was most likely. And then this firestorm started with like Clooney could be the most candidate. I was like, he didn't like playing Batman. Why you want to go back playing Batman? Again, because the script was Batman Rob was bad, and so it wasn't really his fault. But even then, he was not even good as Batman. He was pretty miscast, if you ask me. So I know it's gonna be right. It's Grace, she has things right in the past, but she's literally spaghetti to the wall. You ask me. She's like literally like, okay, let's see if which sticks. Yeah, that sounds good. What?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh man,
yeah.
Aaron, no.
Yeah, and then so she got things right. She was literally the first one that was saying that Batgirl was not be released, and we're like, really? Shut up, Grace. And then it was like, oh, and then it got confirmed literally hours after she made that. It was a tweet, and then people was like, "Really, Grace?" And then it was confirmed. Our Arthur was like, "Oh crap," you know.
Like
But this,
I do think she gets some things right, but when it comes to casting or like I don't think she gets everything right that people act like she does.
well, the one I was going to is the one where she said that Pedro Pascal walk off the set of Mandalorian, and because he hate wearing the mask, and he quit while they were filming season
Oh,
two.
that's so bullshit.
That was like, and then he obviously he came back. I mean, he didn't leave, and there's season him in season three. So I didn't think for it. I didn't. It didn't make sense that you think about it. Like Clooney didn't like play Batman. The Batman and Robin nearly killed his career. It took him years to you know, regain his status back. To get back to being who he is now. Um, it doesn't make sense that the very first casting is Clooney as Batman. Is like, so have they already cast Superman yet? Have they already cast the other superheroes yet? Like, it doesn't make sense overall. But the thing is like potentially, and then the other thing is it's like a cameo, and then Ezra Miller Flash might have stuck in the Batman and Robin universe, and that's gonna be
Oh
like the
my god.
stinger at the end.
Well,
But that's
I
not.
think that one's coming from like people that hate Ezra Miller, because I noticed like some of my friends that like hate Ezra Miller like so much are like joking around and like hoping for that. And look,
Hoping
I'm not a fan of Ezra and the antics that they have done, but I'm not that spiteful to like wish bad stuff upon them and their version of the Flash.
no.
I no me either, but I just lost faith in him. I know he's good. Like they said, they rehabilitate, but I can't trust him. I don't know if I feel like one like the thing he can't do a conference. Like, oh, remember all these things that went on, all their antics. It had to do with someone. He can do with conference. If someone go up to him in a bar or in public, they get crazy. That's happened with the woman in the bar, the karaoke.
By the way, everyone, Vortex has the link to Isaac's Discord if anyone wants to join that. Continue, senior nerd.
Like the woman outside, the one he choked down, the karaoke bar in Hawaii when he threw the chair they threw a chair at a woman's head. Like he can't do, like someone could just be like, "Hey, can I have an autograph?" No, leave him alone. And they could just poke him, and they'll just do something stupid. Because I'm afraid he can't do with comfort, or if like someone go to his face outside public. So I can't really trust him. I seriously doubt they're gonna bring him. They're gonna bring him back after the Flash. I'm excited for the trailer. I like the poster. It came out yesterday, so I'm very excited for. But I'm excited because I want to see Michael Keaton. It really is not the Flash. It's literally to see Michael Keaton as Batman.
Oh yeah,
again.
and like my friend Sal brought up a good point. Like, didn't they like apparently create a cult?
I know it's just like so wacky around this person, and I can't trust them. I can't trust them that they could mistake. I'm not saying he could be perfect, but I'm like I don't know. I just can't trust them holding up until, because when they went out, they went really, really out.
What up, DM?
Hey, George. How's it going?
Good. What did you think of like what Grace Randolph had started with this George Clooney, Christian Bale, like?
I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Like really, this makes no sense. No sense. Like they think, oh, they're gonna get someone like George Clooney or Christian Bale. Like Val Kilmer, I don't even know why he's brought up. There's no way he could. Like, I don't know why that's even in the conversation. But like, it just sounds so ridiculous to me. They can't just go up and get Christian Bale and George Clooney, be like, "Hey, you want to do a cameo?" They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. And if you think for 1 second that James Gunn's even considering them to be the new Batman in the DCU? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's no way. No.
That like either is Clooney or Bale. They're the DCU. They're gonna be in Brave of the Bold. They'll be Damien's father. That's
Like no. That
Just doesn't
makes
make
no
sense.
sense. It makes no sense. No sense at all.
And plus,
And
like
it's
James
like-
Gunn, he keeps saying we're gonna go younger. He's gonna find a new actor.
No, now that's kind of in question because of I don't think you could have like a young Batman, and then Damian Wayne is already out there, so he would have to be at least in his mid-30s if that's
Yeah,
the case.
that's what I said before.
well, that's what Gunn says. Like, okay, so we get about how that could Batman be possibly a few years older than Superman, possibly. So yeah, he did say that yeah, Batman's gonna be a lot older than Superman. They say they're looking for actor 25 to play Superman, but not like freaking 35 years like Clooney is. He's 61 years old. I was thinking someone like in the mid to late 30s, not like a 60-year-old. And Bale is not. He's 49, so and he still looks young.
Yeah,
But
it's like,
he
By the way,
already,
this was the article about Ezra leading a cult.
yeah,
But
oh boy.
yeah, but but what do you say, Neil? You keep going.
Oh, I was about to say you might as well get Ben Affleck to come back.
That's
You're
what I'm
trying
saying.
trying to get a 40-year-old, 50-year-old Batman again. Like, what's the point of that?
Yeah. Arkham, were you about to say something?
oh no,
Okay, but yeah, no, like this was just bizarre. And again, she's playing damage control right now.
For what?
And like this is basically what she's saying. She's trying to say like well, first of all, she was bragging about how her scoop was like in the top 10, and then like an hour ago, she's saying I specifically said potentially.
Potential.
And then she's saying that like, oh, he can still make an appearance in the film.
Like, okay, even if you try to put the potentially, like that, still, like, why is this even a conversation? Because it makes no logical sense for any of these guys to appear in the Flash. No logical sense.
Well, I mean, they're doing like multiverse story in the Flash, so they could. You see maybe like stock footage of like the Val Kilmer Batman, but even that's weird because they're trying to say that Superman, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin are separate universe, but they're in the same universe. Is it? Remember, it's a continuation. The Val Kilmer then came back to the Batman and Robin, so they replaced him with Kilmer. It wasn't like it was in the new universe. Batman and Robin was. It's still the Schumacher stuff,
I guess, but like, okay, Christian Bale. I guess I can kind of see if they want to try and bring him in here, but like, why would you want to bring back George Clooney? Why? Because
Exactly.
everyone hates that one. Everyone hates
And
that.
look, I'll be
Quick
honest.
Clooney.
Like, I can also see if he was healthy because, like, even though people are torn on Batman Forever, there are some people who like Val Kilmer's like performance. Like, he would make more logical sense than Clooney if he was healthy.
It's healthy or in shape.
Yeah, if he made like a small appearance, like let's say like the Flash went into a different universe and saw like a Batman that was just all weird, like that would be like a fun like little joke in the film.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it. Like, I really doubt Christian Bale would even do a cameo. He would
Yeah,
he would only come back if
Nolan.
Nolan.
But I mean, Zaslav could, but Christopher Nolan was still angry over Warner Bros. Over what they did with they releasing the movies at the same time as releasing them in HBO Max. He that pissed him off. That's why his next movie Oppenheimer is in Universal, not Warner Bros. He was always been a Warner Bros. Guy, and I know that if if Zaslav is going to repair that relationship and like make amends, repair the mends, or like Nolan was really like, no, you guys heard me. I'm done with you. I'm done with this studio for life.
So as far as the like this quote unquote cameos are like are are they saying like they're gonna have these versions of Batman interact? Have speaking lines? Are we talking about stock footage? Like what are we talking about?
Like,
It's
are we
probably okay. Think of it this way: you know when the Flash travels through the time or multiverse, you see images and stuff like that. It's like it's probably gonna be the same situation where you kind of like see a like a Earth where it has Clooney, and probably see maybe a version, a different Earth where it has Christian Bale. It's gonna be basically that.
Yeah, but like I said, Batman Forever and Batman Robin, they're in the same universe. Clooney replaced Kilmer because he didn't want to go back to to play Batman. So it can't be like you see Kilmer and then Clooney. It has to be either of those two guys in that same universe, in that Schumacher universe.
I mean, if and this is a huge if they do make cameos of the movie, like I guess I wouldn't mind. It's too much Batman for me. Like you already have Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton in this. We don't need all of these Batman in this movie. But I'm sure the Batman lovers will love it. But like I don't need it. But if it's just cameos, fine. But this whole thing of egging us on, being like excited to see who Gunn cast as his Batman, get the fuck out of here, Grace. There's no way.
Oh, so like this. So Sal brought up a good point. Like, what if they're more like Professor X from Multiverse of Madness? Because that I can see, like very small, very brief.
Oh yeah, yeah. And that's like a different Professor X from the X-Men movies. There was like play more like the anime series Professor X than the one in the Fox X-Men.
Sure.
But it's like, here's the thing. I just don't want this film to be like all of a sudden Batman No Way Home, where all of a sudden it's like a Batman multiverse film, because it's still
Exactly.
the Flash's movie. Supergirl, Superwoman is still going to be in the film, as well as like General Zod.
Supergirl.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, they're trying to do like a soft adaptation of Flashpoint.
No, it's a mixture of two stories.
But even I just realized. Well, technically, they say that like the Byrne movies and the Schumacher movies are connected. They're in the same universe. It's just different actors are playing them because of what's his name, Elliot Gould, who played Alfred, and the guy who played Commissioner Gordon. They were all in all the four movies.
That's true.
Just with, yeah. So again, it's confusing. So wait, so she got Michael Keaton. That's a Tim Burton Batman, but we thought that after Batman Returns, and we got Batman Forever, it's still the same universe because they still have the same actor as Alfred and Commissioner Gordon.
See, that makes even less sense because like Michael Keaton is already in the movie, and technically Val Kilmer and George Clooney is Michael Keaton. So how does this even work?
And apparently, they erased those two movies, Forever and Robin. Go ahead, Arkham.
They can make it in a way where, was it Batman Robin and Val Kilmer's Batman, I guess, universe, and keep it like its own thing, like their own different universe. I don't care if it's like connected to Michael Keaton's, like what they could do it in a way where you have Michael Keaton's Earth, you have probably Val Kilmer's Batman Earth, and you have George Clooney's Batman Earth.
Oh boy,
you can do that.
No, you can do this. Like I said, Batman. That's right.
Technically, you can.
They can, but
I'm saying you can do that. Like it's not like you can't because.
Is that good?
Well,
yeah, everyone.
Okay, so obviously around this time yesterday, the poster also came out, and obviously Batman's gonna be heavily marketed in this film. Like, I know that's the Flash, but you see the Batcave, you see obviously the Batman symbol, and but again, Keaton is the Batwing. Keaton is still the main focus of this film, like as far as Batman goes, like even more so than Ben Affleck's Batman, who is still going to be in the movie.
This is a Flash movie still, right?
Yeah, like
Technically,
Oh boy.
I mean, like it's a Flash movie with with General Zod, Supergirl, Michael Keaton's Batman. And by the way, I can tell people don't read because there's a lot of people who basically think when they see the articles saying that they're cutting Supergirl and Keaton from the ending of the film, they think they're cutting them from the entire movie.
Like
No.
Like
you can't. Like you can't cut them completely.
yeah, like you like they're apparently playing this big role. It's like I get you might cut them from the ending because like apparently they were going to be in the ending to usher in the DCEU under Walter Hamada, where Keaton was going to be the new Batman and all that. But it's like they're not going to cut them from the whole movie. I don't know why. Like this is proof that people do not read articles.
Yeah, they
just
don't.
the headlines.
exactly.
I do.
You know,
I do really like the poster. The poster is very cool.
Yeah,
Like-
posters are cool.
Like, this is from my perspective. I do think we will see the Flash in the marketing, but they're gonna be very careful with the marketing.
Yes.
You're probably gonna see I think the reason why they're marketing both the Flash and probably not showing Ezra is there's a reason for it.
A good reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good point, Sal, and especially because like it's a Batman that people feel nostalgic for, Michael Keaton's Batman. So like nostalgia, I think, is really what's getting people hyped for this movie.
Yeah.
I am excited to see like Flash maybe go because he's gonna probably go against Future Flash or something like that, or Dark Flash. Like
Dark Flash.
there is
Hey,
Dark
Blue
Flash,
Jay.
there is Dark Flash in the comics, so
There is.
Yeah.
You see like people's reactions to those like Dark Flash figures when they were releasing the figures.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a symbiote, like going out on the Flash.
I don't get like why Dark Flash? Why not Zoom or the Reverse Flash? That's pretty much Dark Flash.
But yet everyone's like, including James Gunn himself, are saying like this movie is like one of the best comic book movies ever made. So we're just gonna wait and see. And hey, Blue Jay, welcome.
I don't think that's
What's going on? What's
Yeah,
going on,
He's still
everybody?
getting set up. Oh hey, what did you think about this
So-
poster, Blue Jay?
It's a good poster. It's a really good poster. I like posters that just say, "Hey, this is a Flash movie. We don't need no title," and so this is a good poster. You got the symbol in there. It's 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 good looking poster. I mean, I like the Batwing on top, and then I'm one of those people that actually like the suit, the
I
Flash's
like
suit.
the suit too.
It's
Looks really
fine.
good. Yeah,
It's fine.
we just need to see it in action. So we're gonna get the trailer tomorrow.
I really like the suit. Like the suit for me reminds me of kind of mixture of the New 52 and Rebirth. I like the Flash Rebirth costume. It's one of my favorite Flash costumes. So like I like how they're adapting it. Like it could be I don't know which one they're doing. Either New 52 or Rebirth. I love them both. So like I really like how they're taking inspiration towards that kind of suit.
Yeah, like I said, it's a good poster. I wouldn't mind having it hanging on my wall. Actually, it's
Yeah.
it's nice. It's a nice poster. But all I need to know is all I need is the trailer tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So everybody could just shut up about.
Oh,
Uh,
what do you guys
I
thought?
feel like if this trailer is very good, a lot of people are going to shut up.
Yeah, like well, by the way, about the trailer tomorrow, like what like are there any like expectations like for this trailer? Like what do you guys think is going to be shown in the trailer? Arkham,
Well-
you can go first.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Oh, me?
And we'll
I
go down.
I think they'll probably show more scenes of the Flash, like maybe more motions of the Flash, him in the new suit, more new shots and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be a story trailer. Like we only got a teaser, but this is probably gonna tell you about the plot, what's gonna happen. They're not gonna show too much. And I do want to see maybe more different shots of Michael Keaton Batman, of course, and more fight scenes. I don't want to see. This is what I don't want to see. I don't want to see probably Zod. I want to see Zod. But I would like to see Supergirl in the trailer. I keep Dark Flash out of the trailers. I do not need that. I want to watch it in the when I see the movie. I hate when trailers spoil too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
senior nerd, and don't go too long with the senior nerd because we also want to get to DL and Blue Jay.
okay. I just what I'm anticipating. I just want to see how Keenan will look. The suit is pretty much update version of the to burn Batman. It's more like the Batman Returns. If you remember, it's like almost like the Batman Returns suit with the Batman A9 symbol. I'll be pissed off if they save the Michael Keaton reveal at the very end. And he just turns around and they play the Danny Elfman score. That would really be. I think it'd be like the shot of the Batmobile and the Batwing, and then the very end we see Michael Keaton play with the Danny Elfman score. So I anticipate that. I just want to see the trailer that made me believe like why is Gunn saying this is the best. Like he could just say this is a really good movie. No, he said is the best comic book movie he ever seen. He's hyping it up. I know he works for him, but he's not hyping for the Shazam 2 or Blue Beetle or Aquaman 2. He's doing it for the Flash. So it's gotta be something that I want to believe this guy's word when the trailer comes out tomorrow.
DL.
Okay, so I'm hoping that this is not a 2.5 minute cock tease. I hope that's not like we're done with the teases. Like I want a full on story trailer. Like, does it have to give away everything? Absolutely not. But I at least want to have an understanding on what the story is about. And I'm hoping. I mean, look, I know Ezra is dealing with a lot of controversy right now, and I have mixed feelings about them right now too. But like, I'm hoping that they don't. Because I'm worried that they're going to lean too hard into the Michael Keaton stuff, and like, we're not going to get enough of Barry Allen in the trailer. So I at least want to see Barry in action, have some stuff with dialogue at least. I do want to see Supergirl. If they want to show the other Flash, that's fine. As long as you don't, I agree with Arkham. We don't see anything with Zod or Dark Flash. I'll be good with that. I'll be completely good with that. And get some good shots with the suit because I feel like we haven't really got that really good shot with the suit yet. Because that's why people are just so mixed about it. So I want to see it in action, which I'm sure we're going to see it. But that's pretty much my expectations. Like I at least want this, even though there's a bunch of other factors, going on in this movie. I at least want this to feel like this is a Flash movie and not Batman Flashpoint. That's what I'm hoping.
With like Zod as one of the villains.
Oh boy, yep.
And Supergirl is a co-star.
Yeah. Blue Jay, what are your expectations for tomorrow's trailer?
Cool shit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, cool shit. I mean, I mean, you guys point out almost everything. Just I want to see the Flash running. I want to see Michael Keaton kick some ass, and we'll see what the story's about. And I think that's my only expectations going to see like what story they're trying to tell and how they're going to handle this whole like multiverse thing, like worlds collide type thing. I don't know. I don't know about. See, I'm very mixed about having Zod around, which is kind of strange. Which I kind of get it, but it's just like, why is this all in the Flash movie? Is my question. But like I said, like you said, I want this to be a Flash movie, not just Batman featuring the Flash.
Yeah.
I do
pretty
really
much.
like the symbol. The symbol looks very good.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd like
It
I
does.
said, like people like say like, hey, this is the Flash movie. You don't have to know what this is. No title or anything. Just it's gonna come out this June. Like
Wait,
what this is.
Wait, Sideways 52. You don't want to see the Flash run in a Flash movie? You don't want to see that in the trailer?
I get. Listen. I get it that Ezra runs very goofy, like when he's like running in like Justice League, both versions of Justice League. But it's still a Flash movie.
Yeah,
They'll
you never-
probably. I do think they'll probably change that. I feel like they're gonna
They're
probably
gonna.
change the running stance on how the Flash character runs.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure
Because
Andy is
they're also changing the Flash's lightning. Like it's gonna be, I think,
yellow.
yellow. And I wouldn't be surprised if they changed the Flash's stance when he runs as well. Like
Yeah, I'm sure Andy.
I am kind of happy they did change the color. I did not like the blue lightning.
Yeah.
Okay, that's some like petty nerdy stuff. Like, why isn't the lightning yellow? I don't like this blue.
I honestly, I barely notice the lightning stuff. I just see like,
Okay,
oh, he's
someone-
about,
Oh wait. So Sal makes up a good point. So remember, people said Multiverse of Madness was a Scarlet Witch movie. So the Flash is looking like it's gonna be a Batman movie.
I'll be so mad. I'll be so
Oh
mad.
my
Oh,
goodness!
no,
like,
multiverse. No,
I mean-
Doctor Strange he had a story in Multiverse of Madness. Doctor Strange got his shine, but yeah, it was co-star. They were both leads in the
They're
movie.
co-leads. Yeah.
yeah.
Co-lead.
Here's the thing. So like I remember like last year at one of those like film convention, one of those film events when they showed like the first trailer to like in a private setting. Apparently at the end of the trailer, Michael Keaton's Batman said something like, "You want to get nuts?" And like it felt like it was
No
in poor
way.
taste at the time because Ezra, that was the beginning of Ezra going through all
Oh,
those things. So people were like freaking out about it.
you want to get
I-
nuts, Ezra? Yes, of course.
I wonder, like, if it's gonna be that same trailer that's gonna be released to the public tomorrow.
We'll see.
Although if they said it's like, really? Even though I'm like, really? Because there's still like, yeah. I'd be like,
First of all, why would he even say that? Why, like, what, for
Because
nostalgia
it's
purposes?
nostalgia. Yeah, nostalgia. That's probably-
nostalgia.
Sorry.
it's nostalgia, y'all. It's be like, oh my god, he said the
No,
thing.
that's
It's
what
like,
I'm
it's gonna,
saying.
it's gonna be like Peter
No,
Griffin
if
from
you want to
Batman.
do
He said
nostalgia,
it.
just like no. If you want to do nostalgia, he just like Michael Keaton's Batman grabs Ezra the Flash by the collar and says, "It goes, I'm Batman." That's it. That's all the nostalgia you need.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
But, like-
gosh.
not the. you
Oh,
wanted-
so Sideways clarified what he said. By the way, he said like, I can't wait to see how does the Flash run. So
Oh, that okay. Because I was about to say, like, you don't want to see the Flash run in the Flash trailer. Like,
You want to see
yeah,
him walk?
nostalgia is
Wait, where-
basically. I mean, it's literally like nostalgia for like Michael Keaton's Batman and for Man of Steel because Zod's gonna be in there, and in my opinion, Michael Shannon Zod was the best, like performance wise, the best villain in the DCEU.
Oh, yeah,
I'm interested on. I know like the suit, like how does he get the suit and everything with the new suit. We all know, like, if you read the freaking comic, it's Batman and stuff like that. I'm just interested on how it's gonna be built and stuff like that. Like,
Oh yeah, there's a second. So there's three Flash. There's a second Flash, and the second Flash used the Batman suit to make his own Flash suit. If you saw
You mean
like
this
the
one?
no, I'm not talking about.
Yes. Oh my god.
That
Take
triggered
that
so many
down.
people.
it's the
No,
next.
I'm talking about the new suit.
Oh, let's be
Oh.
real
the
here.
new suit.
With Michael Keaton's Batman suit, the neck has always looked weird. Like, remember Batman Returns when he ripped the mask off and his neck looked so long?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no, remember where like he has the eye makeup underneath the mask, and then we took out the mask, the eye makeup disappeared.
Yeah.
That happened in the Dark
it's
Knight
part of the
Rises
mask.
as well. Like when Christian Bale like took off the mask when he was arguing with Alfred in the Batcave, and like the eye makeup is just gone.
It's gone.
Oh yeah. I mean,
It kind of makes sense because when you think of when Batman puts the cowl on, he kind of doesn't have eye makeup, but like they do it for the mask appearance.
At least-
But
At
doesn't
least-
even when like Ben Affleck has taken his mask off, the eye makeup just goes away.
well, at least in the Batman Paris, like the Paris of Batman, he wears eye makeup. He puts it on before wearing mask. We see him.
You actually see him put eye makeup on.
Yeah, like it, like
So, like,
with
why can't he do
Keaton,
that? Yeah.
Bale and like Affleck, it just disappears.
Yeah, because they're afraid to give Batman white eyes.
No, like hopefully, like James Gunn does that with his Batman suit.
I would love the white eyes.
The
Hopefully.
white eyes, and yeah, and I'm part of the dark blue cow camp. I want the cape to be blue, and the cow to be
Oh yeah,
blue.
the gray and blue suit. Let's do it.
Give him
Yes,
his Adam
absolutely.
West suit instead.
Oh my god! But,
I'm fine with
um,
that.
To the
so
Batmobile.
I see a lot of people like making theories like why aren't they showing like Ezra's face? Why is his back turned? Like
We know why. We know.
like you think
But
people are
wait, what are
getting
you trying to
conspiratorial?
hide?
That
Like
that's
we know
that's sil-
Ezra is the Flash. What are you trying to hide?
that's okay. That's okay to me. That's silly because that's just like, oh wow, you discovered what a teaser poster is supposed to be. There's posters are just like that.
Like
I don't know.
I do believe they'll probably show more of Ezra. This is not the official poster. This is like a teaser.
Yeah, I'd be concerned if, like, the
Yeah.
official poster, they deliberately try to hide his face in the shadows or something like
I
that.
do believe they'll probably heavily market Ezra, but not a lot of people are gonna be happy with it.
I
I
mean,
mean-
he's the main star of the movie. It's
Yeah.
the name is right after. He's
I know,
named
but
after.
it's still the controversy. Like,
I don't. Yeah,
They,
yeah.
they got to
I
work
get
through
it.
it. They got to work through it.
Yeah, they got to get this movie out. Just like, just be
Well,
like,
here's
what?
the thing. Peter Safran did say like apparently Ezra is like getting the help that they need, that they are in recovery, because like again, like this is one of the few stars in the DCEU that they're opening the door to possibly continuing in their new DC universe. So like apparently like they're following the situation as well, and I don't know. Hopefully, like things work out for the best. But it's like I see people are getting conspiratorial with like the poster, with like how they're marketing Ezra, and it's like don't be like the conspiratorial Snyder fans. Like don't start making conspiracy theories yourselves.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
not. I know. I remember. It was CinemaCon last year, and it's right. So Warner Brothers had a presentation, and they were showing all their DC stuff, including the Flash. And this is around time where, like, I think the Hawaiian things were happening with
Yeah,
Ezra
oh my,
Miller.
that was a really bad
So
like.
yeah, yeah. So then they tried to present the Flash, and according to people who saw the presentation for the Flash, it was very Michael Keaton heavy and very little on Ezra Miller. And they didn't even mention Ezra Miller or in the presentation. So
And that happened like even during Fantastic Beasts, most recent one that came out last year. Like he wasn't. They weren't at the premiere.
Nope.
So
Oh
No,
yeah,
they-
well yeah, that movie came out a month after like they were causing havoc in Hawaii.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Like literally, like that was the worst timing. Like here's the thing, the timing was so weird because it happened like the week that the Oscars happened, where apparently the Flash's scene in the Snyder Cut won like the best scene, which I still don't understand how that happened, but it did happen.
It was a fan
vote
choice, but
yeah,
know.
fan choice. I get it. So like the fact that like a scene that they were in won a fan vote, and then all of a sudden they go on this weird rampage in Hawaii. Then like the Fantastic Beast, like how they like promoted that movie and like the press for it.
Yeah,
That
that
was
movie was
one.
that movie was like that movie was done with like the J.K. Rowling controversy, the recasting of Johnny Depp, and then you got Ezra Miller, and plus like the Fantastic Beasts franchise. Now people are really into
Yeah,
it. They kind of like they're like
It
we
was
want.
really
It's like
rocky.
yeah, it's like we really want to see if we want to see the Harry Potter Wizarding World. We just want to see more Harry Potter, the character, and not like a spinoff. And
I
so
mean,
that movie was doomed.
Is that
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was trying to contain my Wizarding
Yeah,
World
ambassador.
isms. But anyway, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I say that movie was doomed. Like it's just like actually, it was doomed in the beginning. Like I said, the J.K. Rowling controversy, Johnny Depp, and that the movie's not really been well received. Then you top with Ezra Miller. That was pretty much the death nail, and that's why where Abraham just said he doesn't believe there's going to be a fourth one. I think they're done with them.
Well, to be fair, like those movies, like the Harry Potter franchise has always been well received, but like the Fantastic Beasts franchise was like the first time like they were getting like mixed to negative reviews.
Yeah.
And it's
Well-
like it's like no one ever thought that would happen with Harry Potter.
Yeah, like that was like the franchise that could do no wrong. Yeah, and then Crimes of Grindelwald came out. It's like, oh, wait a
But
minute.
even like the first one got pretty good reviews.
Yeah,
like,
but say the first one did pretty good, did decent at the box office. It wasn't a failure. Then the Crimes of Grindelwald came out. And that was another story.
And then, like,
Crimes of Grindelwald suffered from what like a lot of comic book movies suffer from, like Amazing Spider-Man 2, Iron Man 2, and Age of Ultron. It's been more time like setting up the Harry Potter universe than like telling a Harry Potter story.
I've never seen the Fantastic Beasts movies actually.
me either.
I,
No, no, the first one is good.
Okay.
the
I
first
heard that.
one's worth watching.
Yeah,
Okay.
which one's
I heard the
that?
second
Okay,
one was
which one-
terrible.
Which one where Colin Farrell, he was this character, and then he changed to Johnny Depp. What was the first and
oh, I
second?
hated that. That was the first one. That was the first one.
That was the first, and that was around the time of him and Amber Heard crap. And
Yeah.
I think people were excited for the movie, and they were excited for Colin Farrell, and then when he changed to Johnny Depp, they're like, oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not like that twist ending. I actually
It
don't
was
like that in
weird.
Harry Potter. Whenever like somebody is playing a different person, like we don't know if it, like they did in Goblet of Fire too with Moody. Like the whole movie, he's just one person, so we're invested in this character, and then it turns out actually it's not that person. It is this other guy. I'm like,
David Tennant.
God, I hate that. I
Oh
hate,
my
I
goodness!
I like that twist. I'm like, what?
no.
I like it. I mean, I'm a Doctor Who fan, so I like that it was David Tennant the whole time.
I
So
mean, I
no,
get
no,
it.
here's
Like
here's
I
the
like
thing,
the
that
Mad Eye
I-
Moody character, so it's like it kind of takes away from the actual character when we know that's not actually him the entire movie.
But like
Yeah.
here's the thing. Like Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and I love the movie, the Goblet of Fire movie. It's one of my favorite Harry Potter movies, but it was radically different from the book.
Yes, it was.
Especially with how they handled that twist, because it's like, for the book, we're made to believe this character was dead until it was revealed that he was impersonating Moody. But then, like, the movie basically tells you right from the beginning that, oh, this person's alive, and then they hint that, oh, this person is Moody.
Moody. Yeah.
Like, what does that do for the people that are watching the movie that never read the book?
Well, I never read the books either. Although I keep reading the passage for like the scene. Okay, so in how J.K. Rowling, when Dumbledore confronted Harry about the name in the Goblet of Fire. In the book, it goes, he said calmly, "Harry, do you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?" And then in the movie, "Harry, do you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?"
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! But yeah, no, like I mean, here's the thing. So like apparently like, I mean, I think the thing is, Sal, everyone knows that Keaton's gonna be in this movie. They've known since like 2020. It's just like the question is like, how prominent is he gonna be in the movie?
I'm sure he's like practically a co-star.
I mean, it seems like he's gonna play a larger role in the movie than Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield played in No Way Home.
I think it's gonna be like since it's this inspiration of Flashpoint, he's gonna be like the Thomas Wayne Batman in that story. You pretty much that's going to be. Which I keep I keep thinking about, man, it'd be great. Like I am sorry for my kid, but like if they, man, it could be great if it was a real Flashpoint and we get
Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Flashpoint Batman.
Oh my God! I could imagine with like the suit with the red symbol and the pointy in the shoulders, and he's having the two guns, and he's like this ferocious killer Batman, and like the wife Martha is the Joker. I was like, and see that live action? That would have been so cool.
That'd be cool.
I understand that, Ambassador. And again, I know like Ezra's antics did turn off a lot of people. Because like again, like our pal RJ was turned off for a while until he decided he's gonna go see the movie.
Wait, did he just say Quicksilver is a better character than Flash? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ambassador. No.
Well, I
No.
mean, listen, the Fox universe like Quicksilver, like I like a lot.
I do too.
Yeah.
the one in like the one in the MCU was like one and done. Like
What and done.
Yeah.
Yep. You did not-
yeah, Flash. Like I just hope this stays true to being a Flash movie and not a Batman movie with the villains being Superman villains with Flash as like the co-star of his own movie.
Yep, and Supergirl's in there for some reason.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like
Well, I think the thing was is like so when Barry messed up the timeline, I think the thing is like Kal-El didn't survive the blast in Krypton, but then Kara survived the blast, so she's the world's Superman, but she's Superwoman and not Supergirl technically. But then we still got Zod and the Phantom Zone guys. I think that's how it goes.
Oh boy.
and I this actually brings me to my next question. Do you guys think Grant Gustin should like make a small appearance in this film?
I will say this, because I don't like Grant Gustin's Flash. I don't like the Flash show. However, they missed a huge opportunity not having him be alongside Ezra Miller in this film. That
Yes.
was missed opportunity. Like,
Didn't he
Well,
make a
well,
cameo in like one of the in the CW show? He did.
yeah, he
yeah,
did.
he did. So like, and then they left it open. By the way,
How much
Nancy-
more hyped that people would get that instead of the second Ezra Miller Flash, that was Grant Gustin next to him.
that would be good. That'd be
Instant
cool.
money. Instant money.
Like they set up, like they really set up in that cameo with Ezra Miller that they were going to meet again, the two Flashes. Like they really set up. They well, we'll see each other again. You know, and like, are they going to follow that through? Is that going to be a small cameo?
I don't know, maybe, but like,
Like I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure like because you know the Flash, the show has wrapped up and they're going into their final season. I think the season premiere was last week.
yeah.
So he's pretty much done. Yeah, he did finish the Flash a long time ago. So he could done a quick cameo, Greg Gustin, in this movie. Yeah, who knows? Like he couldn't done an entire movie with him because he has to be filming the final season.
Yep.
Well, also here's another thing that I just remembered. Like around this time, the Ezra stuff was happening. Remember, they were showing those Flash leaks where apparently the Snyderverse was going to get erased, the Snyder movies, and all that. So like that was a weird, interesting time last year with like Ezra's behavior, the Flash leaks.
I just think the whole like the whole thing last year with the whole Snyderverse getting erased. I think that was just like people freaking out. Like they were just waiting for this thing to come out, see what's going on with this thing. Like
I mean, it's pretty much
they don't know what's going on.
I mean, it's pretty much true. Like this is like as Gunn said, the Flash is going to restart the DC universe. So it came out true that yeah, this is going to be wipe away the Snyderverse in a way.
Yeah, you know, kind of merging it together because you know some actors may come back, some actors not. You know,
Yeah,
There's so
I'm just
many
gonna-
leaks about this thing.
I just want to see how I haven't seen no leaks, so I don't want to see them. But
Well, like from last year, like since last year, there were like leaks about the Flash movie and like what the ending, like who was gonna survive the soft reboot that Hamada was planning.
Yeah. And so it's like yeah, it's all over the place. I read one like this and one like that. And they remember the one where it's like it says that there's a post-credit scene or the ending where like Ben Affleck he's as Bruce Wayne, he's looking on this guy and he says, "Come find us, Barry," setting up like Crisis on Infinite Earth, where like they bring back the actors from the Snyderverse, like Affleck and Cavill and Gal Gadot and all those guys.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
ended right there. I was like, nope.
Oh yeah. Also, like Ambassador also believes in the comics too that Quicksilver is more interesting.
Look,
For
look,
what?
I'm a big X-Men guy, and I know how I know the stories that Quicksilver's involved in, but like I'm sorry, we have to agree to disagree on that, my friend.
Yeah, I can't agree with that. I like
No.
like I will always believe that Batman has the best rogue story, but Um, but the Flash Rogues Gallery is also pretty interesting with perspective zoom. Um, you have all these characters that are very interesting. Captain Cold, the Trickster, like
Yeah.
You're a master.
I like the Flash myth. I like this Flash stories and the mythology. It's always been interesting, like going through multiverse, going through time, and etc. It's like it's very the Flash as a character, even in the comics, is very interesting. Like the characters, like he's
But
like
also, like again, like when it comes to rogue galleries, his gallery is up there with Spider-Man, Batman, Superman's, the Fantastic Four, and
Yeah.
like the X-Men galleries. Like he's got like some of the best villain galleries. That's why it's kind of frustrating that like while I am excited for this movie, that's not like a pure Flash solo movie.
No.
Because like
I
he's
know.
got enough villains to make a pure solo movie.
They're probably thinking, "Oh, the Flash is too powerful. His Rogues Gallery isn't gonna do anything against him."
That's crap. No, we if you read the comics, if you watch the show, you can see. Yeah, they're very more the Flash. Rose galleries are more grounded. They're just guys with power guns, but they could take down the Flash. Captain Cold can take out the Flash with his ice guns. Heatwave can take out the Flash with his heat ray gun. The Weather Wizard can definitely take out the Flash with his weather wand. And just
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, but like, I mean, if you just judging from what he did in Justice League, he's stopping time by a flick of a dime. So like before Captain Cold will even pull out his gun, he could technically just stop time, put the gun up his ass, and throw him across the wall within a millisecond.
graphic. Well, okay, but
Yeah, like that was true. Because I think Captain Cole was supposed to be in like Justice League 2 or something. I don't know about Mirror Master. And also, like the thing with the Flash movie was people got to remember there was supposed to be a Flash movie back in 2018. I think that was the one where Captain Cole was going to be a villain, but like they kept changing the movie around until they decided to make it a Flashpoint film.
So, is that the one? Was that one with the who's the guy's name? He directed the Mandalorian episodes.
Rick, I forgot how you pronounce his last
Rick
name.
Fucker.
Yeah,
Rick
he's
Fucker.
got the weird last name.
Famuyiwa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that guy. He was supposed to do it.
Oh, I was
think-
so hyped when he was.
And I remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Oh, and also, hey, George, can you pull up my screen? Pull up my avatar real quick. Big screen me. So
Okay,
Ambassador.
Wait,
So,
hold on. I like so how do I
Oh,
solo Leia?
oh yeah.
There
No,
we go.
so yeah, Ambassador. I'll expect your opinion, but the take up a Flash. Do me a favor and firmly grasp this L.
Oh my goodness. Where'd you get that from?
I saw it
I
from
mean,
Twitter.
Look, yeah,
I'm-
definitely.
no,
like, listen, Batman
being
and
funny.
Spider-Man definitely have the better rogues gallery.
I don't know.
Okay, like
I'm just being
literally.
funny. I respect your opinion, dude.
Yeah, this film was in production hell for like a while. That's what people don't realize.
Like 3 directors or 4. I can't.
Then at one point, like they were saying Sam Raimi was tied to the film.
I remember that. What the hell?
Wasn't Phil
Yeah,
Lord and Chris Miller also attached to it?
Okay, it was okay. It was then literally the guy who wrote and directed Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. He was supposed to.
Oh, I remember that movie. That movie was dumb.
No, I like that movie. I actually like that movie. I did like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter because it's a stupid movie. I like it.
It's just like that was like, yeah, I remember like that came out the same year Avengers and Dark Knight Rises came out.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, I do agree that these villains definitely would like wipe the floor with the Flash's rogues.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like compared to some of the other heroes, like the Flash, his rogue gallery is not like Spider-Man and Batman's, but it's like he has more of a rogues gallery than like Ant-Man, than like Iron Man.
And
Like-
let's not forget. Let's not forget. Like, think of only just Captain Cold or Captain Boomerang Heatwave. There's also Gorilla Grodd. There's also the Reverse Flash, Zoom. You know, uh,
Shark.
King Shark.
The thing is, it's just like how the Flash has been handled in the media that has kind of given this perception, like the Flash TV show.
Yep.
Like that's the thing. I like people like have that perception of the Flash because of like the TV show and all that. Like, and he's never really had an animated series where I think he could have flourished more so under.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
I mean,
that's basically like he was like prominent in the Justice League cartoon,
Yeah.
And they had
which to
like
me
that
is
one
my
episode-
favorite version of the Flash.
Oh yeah, Michael Rosenbaum as Wally was so good.
Yeah, that was my favorite version of the Flash in media.
And
They
then
had
there was
one episode dedicated to his villains. They had Captain Cold, Mirror.
No, that was a great episode.
oh yeah, oh and then Mark Hamill came back as the trickster.
Yep.
Who he played in the live action in the John Wesley Ship 90s Flash. That was
Yep.
great.
Oh yeah, I
love
can't wait
that-
for the Volume 3 trailer tomorrow as well. For
That's
Guardians.
also good. But like
it's coming
yeah,
out tomorrow? Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, according to Grace Randolph, apparently they're no longer showing the Little Mermaid trailer, but they're going to be showing the Guardians Volume 3 trailer,
also
That's
they
good. That's
which
better.
actually is an upgrade because I don't think anyone cares about the Disney live action remakes anymore.
Nope.
no we saw Little Mermaid for during the Super Bowl. Like
I mean, shoot, like with all these movies coming out like
RPK confirmed.
every week, dude, all these movies coming out every Friday right now. I think like what Fast X comes out before Little Mermaid. Like, come on now.
Oh my! What did you guys think of
Watch
that
it make
Fast
$1 billion.
X trailer yesterday? Like that was a 3-minute long trailer that basically
Can I
gave
say-
away the whole movie.
Oh yeah, we saw the whole
wait,
film. We saw the whole
okay.
movie.
Can I say
Yeah.
this? Wait,
We pretty
can I
much
say
did.
this right now? Can I say this right
Sure.
now? Fast X. As much as I love Fast and Furious, I would say this: they kind of held back on the craziness. To be honest with you.
no, they
Well,
did
yeah,
not.
because well, compared to what they showed in F9, yeah, they did.
Yeah, because look, how do you like you go from
I mean,
like-
they did what's his face. Yeah.
yeah you go from a bunch of hooligans racing cars selling bootleg DVDs and then all the way up to like sending Tyrese up in space.
However,
The
but
franchise,
they
listen
still-
to me. The
They
franchise was at its best with like Fast 5, Fast 6, and Furious 7. I think after Furious 7, I think they should have just ended it.
And
Oh,
then
yeah, the franchise ended at 7.
right, but
yeah, well, I
what
mean
the
that's
cr-
what
what-
that's what when Paul Walker died during filming.
Right.
They
Yeah,
had
but
the
also the
DLC.
movies just went downhill again.
And downhill. Yep.
Yeah.
like the thing that got me was that oh we're doing this again or we're doing see like I think I just started to notice a formula with these things. Dom and his team pissed somebody off. They gotta go get revenge. So they gotta fight this guy, and then after they fight him, hey,
Yeah.
possibly they say like, hey, come join our families, come sit down, have a Corona, go have a barbecue. I'm like, really? Are you gonna tell me that Jason Momoa is the son of the dude from Fast 5 and then saying that he was there the whole time?
Yeah,
It's like,
like-
are you
They're
serious?
rewriting Fast and Furious lore all of a sudden. It's like,
No, like,
did you
okay.
see like Vin Diesel like was trying to compare this to like Lord of the Rings? Like, are you kidding me?
Oh,
They
this
were
guy.
trying
This
like they
freaking
were
I gotta
guy.
trying
find that. I
so
gotta
hard.
find that.
No, like they were trying so hard to shoehorn. Okay, I think Fast 9 they just kind of like out crazy themselves because I feel like okay, you mean to tell me that Dom has a brother this whole entire time with like what 8 movies now, and then
Yep.
you're gonna tell me oh yeah, they're just like pulling stuff out of their ass and say hey, Jason Momoa was there the whole time when Brian and Dom pulled that giant safe around, and he was there trying to chase him down. He was the son of the dude. I'm like, okay, if you're gonna
Oh,
tell
see,
me,
that's what- I bet you
Mr. Nobody staged that Han's death the entire time. Didn't you know, guys? That was
oh
awesome.
my god,
I agree.
Oh
I agree,
my
Master.
God,
I do
that was-
like the first two movies quite a bit. I think the second one was underrated in my opinion. I liked.
I
it
like-
a lot.
I hate Too Fast and Furious. I hated Too Fast and Furious.
well, if you
Yeah,
say
like
that,
this was apparently what Vin, like Vin Diesel like.
My
Oh.
God. No.
I'm like,
No,
This is-
man.
the Lord of the Cars.
Talking Fast better be more pissed off with his comments that they did with Rings of Power. Come on.
Oh
Yeah.
my
like-
gosh, can we?
Oh, no.
Can I say this now? Like, I don't. People complain about Fast and Furious not being more racing anymore, which I love street racing. I love those. The love the first four movies, and I'm thinking like, do you really think they're gonna have to keep making movies of the racing like every movie right now? I
Yeah,
don't mind
like
them going.
they had to evolve. Like they
I
had
don't
to.
mind them going in this crazy direction. Like I do. I'm just one of those people who say like I accepted the craziness because if you go to space, I accepted it. I even accept Fast Nine. Look, I like Fast Nine. I I accepted it. I don't care. Like, you,
This is okay anymore.
if you
I mean, yeah, the
if you
physics are
go
the least of my issues.
this is my issue. Like, I just say my phone ringing
Axel, I have a lot on my panel right now. Maybe some other time.
because
Yeah.
I see this as kind of, this might sound weird to say, critic proof because they know how stupid it is. And like, if you
Right.
criticize the movie, you're stupid. They know that it's stupid. You're stupid for criticizing it.
Yeah, well,
I don't
Ambassador,
get it.
the other reason why this franchise exists is because it makes money. Like, why do you think they made so many Transformer movies?
Yep,
Yeah.
Because of the
billions of
money.
dollars, billions of dollars,
Money.
billions of dollars.
Yeah, like, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I think the only two Fast and Furious movies that made $1 billion were Furious 7 and Fate of the Furious.
Yeah,
But
because
it's like
Furious
Fast
7.
5. Here's the thing: Fast 5 rejuvenated the franchise because it was well received. Like, it was a great movie, in my opinion. Like, I still love
It
that
was.
movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it was fun.
But like the box office numbers were going higher for the films again. And then all of a sudden, like, rest in peace, Paul Walker. Fury 7 came out, made $1 billion worldwide, and
And then 8 was coming off of Furious 7 because that movie made $1 billion as well. I think 7 is like the best overall in my opinion. I just think that movie, it made me shed a tear in the theater. I was like, playing see that song, like that song was a great movie
Yeah.
though. But
Yeah.
I still stuck with it. Like, dude, if they go freaking underwater, they have their cars as submarines and stuff. I don't care.
Why
I
not?
accept. Why
look,
not?
I hope they don't do a prequel next. Like, here's the thing: they're supposed to be done with this franchise with the 11th film.
When
Oh
does
yeah,
the
this is
web-
like
They're
part one.
not.
This is part one
They're-
or two. Like Facts X is part one of two.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
Dude.
it's like,
They're not because,
oh my.
dude, it's when this movie. Look, I don't know. I don't know how this movie's gonna do well because this is their most expensive movie, like $340 million budget.
Oh
Because
yeah.
like this is like I don't think it's gonna pull as much money, but judging by how much money it's gonna make, this is their big.
Oh my!
Fast
Could you
10.
imagine if they
seatbelts.
call?
Oh
Could
my
you imagine
God.
if they called it this?
Fast
Yeah.
in your seat.
You gotta be kidding me.
Well, I mean, here's another thing, like with what Ambassador said about Vin Diesel having a career. Like, let's be real here with Vin Diesel. Outside, like, the Fast and Furious movies, and him voicing
Groot.
voicing Groot in the Guardians movies. Like, any other franchise that Vin Diesel tries to star, never really turns out all that well.
Oh yeah, like he tried to bring back Triple X one time. He
God.
was in the last Witch Hunter. I haven't seen that one. And what else?
Yeah.
Bloodshot.
Bloodshot.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, wasn't that like the movie that came out right before Shutdown?
that
Yeah.
movie was.
It was like
Bloodshot
during
was-
it. Maybe it was like pretty much the week. Yeah, it came out like the week before the global shutdown.
Like, I
It's
remember the
most-
movies that came out around that time, like Onward from Pixar, The Way Back, that basketball movie with Ben Affleck, and then like that Bloodshot. I was like those movies didn't make that much money, but I remember them because they were the last movies that were in theaters.
Do you know what's
Yeah.
funny? You know what's so funny about this? The Rock tried to start a franchise, but failed to do so. Vin Diesel tried to start a franchise, but didn't do so. But but their egos just they can't work with each other or whatever. Like
Yeah.
they're like freaking bulls trying to like you're like butting
Yeah.
heads.
Drop the beef. Rock, come to Fast 11. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
You
like
know
yeah,
what? That's the only way this franchise is probably gonna be salvaged before it ends. Like,
yeah, but
Also,
he didn't want
I-
to play second fiddle with those other guys.
Also, I remember he was the voice of the Iron Giant in the animated Iron Giant.
Oh
Yeah.
right.
I love that
I
movie.
got
That was my
wait.
childhood.
You know what? I think. Should I tell the story? Should I
Yeah,
tell the
go
story?
ahead.
Okay. I want to. Well, I don't know. I should leave this with for Max in his 8-hour stream because it's a pretty damning story that involved Vin Diesel.
Oh
Um,
boy. Just watch what you say, senior nerd.
okay, okay, I'll just repeat. You know what? I'll just repeat it if I go to Max stream tomorrow. Okay, so summer break 2000. We went to trip. My mother and I and her boyfriend at the time, who was a police officer for the state of New York. We went to Miami, which where I was born. I was born in Miami, April 14th, 1987. My birthday is close. We stayed in the one of the Hilton hotels. Was one of the first fancy hotel I stayed in. And it was a spring break, and we visited the home that my mom and I and my dad stayed in after I was born, and we drove by the hospital that I was born in, and we have went to the beaches. So one day, my mom wanted to go to downtown for a Cuban sandwich. It's a restaurant that says has the best Cuban sandwich in all of Miami. So we went there. It was packed. It was a line. And so we're in line and staying right behind my mom. There was this big, like muscular, kind of like Stone Cold Steve Austin looking guy, but a lot beefier, bold dude with a track pants, white beater, and white Jordans.
Oh
He's
my
wearing
goodness.
he's wearing sunglasses. He was standing right behind my mom, along with her boyfriend, who was a cop. According to my mom, this big guy touched her butt.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I
Let
how's this
me
story
continue.
gonna go? How's this gonna go?
Oh god.
So I was like, okay, and then there's this lady. So we sit in the table having our Cuban sandwich. There was this lady saw this guy who I don't know who he is, never saw him. And she's like, oh my god, can I have your autograph? And she was like, starstruck. And I was like, and the guy was like, sure, just wait outside. It's like, who is this guy? I thought like he's a rapper around the Miami locals or a wrestler. I don't know. So then a year later, it was right around when I was watching MTV Total Request Live. That was my favorite show. Every time, after school, I go watch Total Request Live. There was Carson Daly bring in the stars of the first Fast and the Furious. It was, of course, the late Paul Walker and this guy,
What
guy
year
who
was
touched
this
my.
again?
Okay, it happened. So it happened in 2000, and the Fast and Furious came out in 2001.
Yeah, so it was like around the time the first film was being made.
Yes. So then I saw this guy on TRL with Paul Walker and Carson Daly, and I was like, "This is the guy who touched my mom's butt." And I told my mom, "Look at this! Look at that guy!" And she's like, and her eyes and her eyes was wide, her jaw was on the floor. And it's like, "This is the guy from Miami."
So apparently this was the comparison that Vin Diesel made to Lord of the Rings. It's the Lord of the Rings of action movies.
Never in a million years that I would ever put the movies Fast and Furious and Lord of the Rings. Like he's he's expecting a deal with Amazon or something.
It's like
Yeah, but this guy
like,
touched my mom's butt. He's like freaking.
That's so funny. Right.
and he said because it's hard to continue the mythology. Apparently,
What is there a Fast and Furious mythology or something?
like
Is there
what kind of mythology are you talking about? Like
were there mythos of the Nissan Skyline or something that I don't even know of?
like
The
here's the thing.
mythos of the Toretto family.
The Toretto.
It's gotten to the point where like I'm making these jokes to my supervisors saying like, watch, like the next film, like they're gonna go into the multiverse and they're gonna find a version of Dom Toretto that's like, screw family.
Oh,
my
Like
gosh.
Tom Toretto's gonna have to fight his
Wait,
evil
wait. I
counterpart.
remember. I don't know who. Someone pitched this, like, because they're both on the Universal. Someone pitched. I think
Jurassic
it was
World.
Are you talking-
Jurassic. Yeah, Jurassic Park and Fast and Furious, and I'm like, sure, why not?
no,
Dude, at,
no,
Dude,
no,
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 no.
no, no, no.
Fine,
After how
Oh, what do
Dominion
you-
turned
okay,
out,
at
first
that
of all,
point-
after how Dominion turned out, I think we need a break from Jurassic Park movies.
well, at that point, if you're
It
gonna,
made $1 billion. I don't know.
yeah, but it it was also a waste of a time movie.
well, at
But
this
it made
point,
billion, it made
if we're-
money.
if Hobbs and Shaw is gonna have Idris Elba as a bulletproof superhuman, why not get fucking dinosaurs at this point? Come
Oh
on.
my
Because that
goodness,
will
we're
be
gonna race the
absolutely dumb with a capital D.
Fast and Furious is all, Jurassic Park is also dumb. I mean, come on, dinosaurs.
Hey,
Not the
killing-
first film. The
Two
first film
dumb
is
don't make us
phenomenal.
smart. Two dumbs don't make us smart. Like, no.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You're talking about the first film, which is a masterpiece, being in the same
No,
universe as
no,
like
no,
a
Tokyo Drift?
masterpiece.
No, Jurassic Park. No, Jurassic Park is awesome. I'm talking about Jurassic World. Those movies got dumb. Those movies, like,
Oh my goodness!
Hey,
Like,
we're talking about like like not just cloning dinosaurs, but you're cloning like humans. Like, what? Where did that come from?
Yeah,
like,
out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
I don't know
it
where.
just
Like, I
got
don't know.
so
Like,
bizarre.
shoot.
You
How
want-
is Bryce Dallas Howard running with high heels?
Exactly. That's a superpower in itself.
That was in the first Jurassic World movie, and I think the first one was actually a solid film, but that was a dumb thing that they had in that movie.
How was Jurassic Park on an island with an active volcano that nobody knew about?
Yeah, it's like, oh, we got this active volcano.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen. I still haven't seen those Jurassic World movies. I still. Because
I
Jurassic
don't-
Park, because I love Jurassic Park, and honestly, I love Jurassic Park, and I hated Lost World, and I stopped after that. I didn't see. I bothered seeing 3.
for goodness
three.
sakes, the sakes, like Ian Malcolm's daughter doing gymnastics against dinosaurs made more sense than like having an active volcano randomly on this island.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
someone-
yeah. That was.
oh no, someone said
Yeah,
that.
that movie. I don't know.
You go see a nerd.
Go ahead. No, go
Oh
ahead.
no, someone said that Jurassic Park and Fast and Furious crossover would be so huge that Marvel would change their release date of Avengers 5.
I will not watch it. I will not watch it.
No.
Yeah, Frank's like, no, we're done. No, we can't do this. No,
He
yeah,
said,
Frank's like, no, I quit.
he said he would. It would be so humongous that Marvel would change Secret Wars. Like what?
Oh,
Whoa.
my God.
Wait, Secret Wars that like is rumored to possibly have like legacy Marvel characters appear like Tobey Maguire, Hugh Jackman.
Oh yeah, and also Jennifer
Or maybe-
Garner.
Wait, who did you
Hard.
say?
She better not come back as Electra. She better not.
Well,
You know
Well-
Jennifer Gardner. You know
Jennifer
Flag,
Lawrence as Mystique.
Miles Teller,
No, no,
Mara,
no.
Jessica Alba,
No,
Howard the
no,
Duck,
no,
Nicolas
no.
Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Yes. Thomas
No,
Jones
no.
as the Punisher.
Oh my.
So- Actually, I like Thomas Jane as the Punisher. I don't know. I love. He was a great Punisher.
Yeah, he was a good Punisher in a boring movie.
Yeah, but do you see was it a Laundry Day when he came back as the Punisher? That short on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people would be upset about that, Axel. Like if Toby were to die in Secret Wars, and no, we're not gonna say any names, but like I know some people will be devastated.
Yeah.
You wanna know what's the Lord of the Rings of action movies? Mission
Oh
Impossible.
my.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, Mission Impossible. I
Yeah.
feel like is more so on that level.
Mission Impossible, I really like.
Like here's the thing. Like I feel like after the third film, like the films have become like phenomenal.
Yep.
And that's a film where they up the ante with the action, but they don't go wacky like Fast and Furious. When it's
Right.
like you know,
Exactly.
like it's like Tom Cruise is like jumping out like the climbing out literally the world's tallest building, or literally on the side of a plane as it goes up, and now he like what is it like? He's on a running train and he has to jump on before it goes off a cliff. Like they build an actual train track and train for him to just him jump off before it goes off a cliff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
yo, Tom Cruise does some real crazy stuff for our entertainment.
It's like we'll show you a part 1 finale.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness, like he really does it. Like, yo, like Top Gun Maverick was phenomenal. Like, I rewatched the movie last Saturday, and I love it even more.
Yeah. It's a great
Yeah.
movie.
Yo, probably one of the best movies to come out in the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, like you got
put this on Paramount Plus too.
yeah. But you guys remember like they were making all those memes about like family. First of all, I feel like if I took a drink for every time the word family was used in that trailer
Oh,
yesterday,
you'd be
I would
trashed.
be
You'll be trashed.
oh my goodness, I would
Yeah.
be like so hungover right now.
Yeah.
Good lord. Like I would probably call like I don't know if my supervisor's watching this. I would probably call out of work on Monday and be like, yeah,
Yeah, I'm not. I can't come in, man.
Yeah,
I can't come in because like I played the drink every time Dom Toretto says the word family game.
No. And he's like, what?
Dude,
How
you
you
would
did that?
you would die.
Yeah.
you'll die-
Go
You'll die of
poisoning.
alcohol poisoning.
like take a drink take a shot every time Vin Diesel or someone in the trailer says family.
Yeah.
Or familia.
They said it too many times.
Yo,
Yeah.
like remember like those family memes that were coming out like a couple years ago, like when Fast 9 came out?
Yeah.
Like
I remember.
Yeah.
I like imagine if like those memes were still a thing when Doctor Strange and Spider-Man came out. Like you would have one where like Dom Toretto's like hey Peter, and Peter's like, you remember me? And he's like, you can never forget about family, even with magic.
Thanos snaps his fingers. I am inevitable, and then Vin Diesel's like, and we are
Our
family.
Or here's another one. So Multiverse of Madness, when Wanda's trying to get her kids back, and Strange is like, you can't get them back, and like Dom comes out of nowhere saying, now hold on, Strange, she just wants to see her family. like seriously, it's like I'm surprised. Like, too bad those memes like died out. Although they might come back in a couple of months when the movie comes out.
I will come back.
Yeah, I know they made a joke about Fast and Furious in the trailer of Shazam 2.
I don't think anyone forgot that Vin Diesel voiced Groot. It's just like Groot has gone through so many changes in these movies.
Like you couldn't tell. Like they changed his voice. Dude, like
Yeah.
like in the first movie, it's like yeah, you could tell that's Vin Diesel. But then when he became Baby Groot and then Teen Groot, he's like you couldn't. It's like it could have been everybody voicing Groot.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Like,
Can we get adult Groot back, please?
Yeah, I think that's good. That I think we are seeing adult Groot in 3.
well, I mean, we got like I would call a young adult Groot. He's no longer a teenage Groot. He's like, I guess Groot if Groot was college age.
Sure.
Right.
Like I don't know how to describe him at this point. It feels like he's going through. He's like changing every time. What do you guys think about Brie Larson in the trailer? Like,
Didn't give a shit.
Yeah, I
That was that-
Yeah.
It's like cool. I know there are some group of chuds who's gonna be angry with that, but I don't care. Fuck their feelings.
Yeah, we got this mediocre actress in this
Oh.
franchise. Yeah, I don't think she's a great actress. I don't know why she won awards. I really don't.
She's a good actress.
Yeah, sure she is.
she's not a great actress, but she's fine.
Probably the worst.
I liked her in Scott
character-
Pilgrim versus the World. I liked her in that film.
Oh yeah, she was good in that.
Yeah, she was fighting Kong Skull Island, I guess.
Yeah. She was one of the better parts of that movie.
Yeah, but Captain Marvel, absolute trash.
Oh my
Trash.
Yo, like
I
like
agree.
I don't hate on the movie the same way a certain fandom does, but it's like it's a really forgetful like MCU movie.
It's like it's top 15 to me. Top 20.
It's mid.
It's not bad, but it's just forgetful. It's like I
Oh,
feel
it's
like
bad.
had it
No, it's bad. It's
like
bad.
had it come out in phase 1, maybe
Yeah.
like maybe
That's-
I could be more lenient with it. But the
Phase-
thing is,
oh,
like this
phase
was
2.
this came out in phase 3. This was the movie that came out before Avengers Endgame. This came out after Black Panther and Avengers Infinity War, Thor Ragnarok, all these like well-made, like well-received MCU movies.
Yeah.
and it just like I don't know, it just felt kind of meh to me.
It's the writing. It wasn't very well done.
Yeah, the villain, who's the villain?
Jude
I have
Law.
no idea.
Jude Law's character, like
Jude Law,
whose
right?
name I
Where's-
forgot.
Which like yeah, and I was like, okay, I get like in the comics, Captain Marvel, the whole thing that he died, but they could do a lot better with Captain Marvel, the other Captain Marvel, in the movie that we got. Honestly, the reason I'm excited for the Marvel because I did like Captain Marvel, but I'm excited because I'm excited to see Miss Marvel again. I want to see the Kamala Khan.
Yes,
Again.
that's who I'm there for, Miss Marvel.
And
Yeah,
Maka
that was a
Rambeau.
great show, in my opinion. I like
And
Miss Marvel.
Maka Rambeau. I'm more excited for Maka Rambeau and Miss Marvel than I am to see Captain Marvel again in the
Agreed.
sequel.
Oh my, that's a hot take, Blue Jay.
Morbius is better than well, actually.
No.
What?
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yo, maybe Isaac
like-
agree with it if Isaac was around.
He's like, well,
I
actually,
mean, Isaac's the leader of the Morbius cult.
I mean,
Thinking
you
about that
know,
for a second, I was like, well, okay.
well,
Like,
you know,
oh
I
my-
just I usually say that just to troll people. Just like, you know, they're Morbius and Cadmore. They've both been like the same camp to me.
Oh, yeah, they are pretty god awful trash.
Oh my, yo, more. Listen, like, is Morbius gonna get sued for that false advertising like lawsuit that's now allowed?
With what?
Like apparently,
Oh,
if you mislead people in the trailers, like, you can get sued now.
Well, technically, Michael Keaton was still in the movie.
Well,
But
he
it was
wasn't.
like-
Well, what about that scene when he was like, "What's up, Doc?" When you know that very first trailer.
Yeah.
But like it'll be different if like he was marketed in the movie and he wasn't in it at all. Technically,
No,
he was
well,
still in the movie.
True.
Wait, hold on,
True.
because there was I think the third or the second trailer where like Michael Keaton as Toombs, he was narrate the trailer.
Again, he's technically still in the movie.
And he
Like-
says to
like the-
Morbius, "Hey, we got to meet up sometime," like something like that.
Intriguing.
Because like
Oh,
because the thing about Avengers Infinity War, we had a shot of Hulk in Wakanda with the other Avengers running.
Oh
to the
yeah,
camera.
that's right.
But they got away with that because technically Hulk was still in the movie.
Well, how about Spider-Man: Far From Home? They were showing that scene where like he's fighting these criminals in a restaurant, and like it never made the theatrical cut.
wait, what?
So in one of the Spider-Man: Far From Home trailers, you see Spider-Man fighting like some of these criminals in a restaurant before he goes on vacation, and like they don't show that in the theatrical version.
Yeah, no, did I remember that scene?
No. I think when they re-released the film with like extended scenes, they might have done it, but the original cut did not have it.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
true.
And
So,
Ambassador, I implore you not to watch it because like it
I
hurts
think
to watch.
it's-
I
Yo, wait,
saw it
what?
in theaters. I spent money on it, and I was close to
Money?
asking for a refund.
It was cinema.
Cinema Massacre? Yes.
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that. Yeah. That's what I meant.
Cinema for the Razzies.
Yeah.
Cinema for the Razzies. Like, oh
Yeah,
my
yeah. that's
I
right,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters too. I actually paid money for that as well. I wish I didn't.
I never saw it in theaters, so I saved my money.
Good
Exactly.
for you, Arkham. You know, good for you. Yeah. That's what I meant. It's cinema. You know, cinema Razzie. Yeah, I didn't mean like positively. You know.
But here's the thing: the scene also like rewrote these new rules to Doctor Strange's spell. Like, okay, we're gonna put people in the universe. It's like, what's gonna happen in Kraven the Hunter? Are they gonna reveal in the mid-cred scene that Mysterio is still alive and now he's in the Sonyverse?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
boy.
Can we get Topher Grace somewhere in there?
Oh.
No.
Joe, did you guys hear about the
no.
Madam Web leaks where apparently like Topher Grace's Venom and Dan DeHaan's Green Goblin are gonna be in the film?
There's a
I didn't. What?
Oh, I
What?
gotta find that. Like,
Oh,
like-
the Madam Web. Why
Madam
this
Web
movie? Why? Hey, okay. Why Madam Web? Why Madam Web got her own movie? Why? Why?
Oh,
I'm
don't
not-
forget. Now, the real question is, Hypno Hustler?
See,
Jesus.
look. Here's the thing. I'm not against Madam Web, but I don't get Craven, and I don't know who the fuck Hypno Hustler is.
Hypno Hustler?
No,
Oh,
what
no.
about,
How about El
or
Muerto?
yeah, with Bad
Oh
Bunny.
shit!
Who is
oh,
that?
Shit. Bad Bunny. Oh my,
Jesus.
Who is that? I was like,
Look,
my
look,
God.
he's a good look. I don't like those kind of music, but he seems fine as a performer. He's a good wrestler. I don't know about Bad Bunny as an actor. So this movie, no.
yeah, he was
Yeah,
in
like
like Bullet
apparently
Train,
Sony's
but
Madam
he
Web allegedly bringing back Topher Grace's Venom from Spider-Man 3.
Oh my
What is this for
God.
fandom? Okay, so that's not true. Is this
Yeah,
is ignored?
but like it was like getting a lot of traction on Twitter at one point. I was like, why are they bringing back? And
Can
apparently
you-
it wasn't just him. Like they also said like Dan DeHaan. It's like, so wait a minute. No Way
Hey,
Home.
Dahan.
Oh, hold on. No Way Home brings back the best Spider-Man movie villains. Madam Web's gonna bring back the worst ones.
Gonna bring back Topher Venom and Herpes Goblin? Like, what?
Herpes
Who's next?
Goblin.
Paul Giamatti is the-
Wow.
I am the Rhino.
Oh shit! Not Paul
bring back Paul
Giamatti.
Giamatti.
Remember that was a No Way Home rumor that Paul Giamatti's Rhino was gonna be in that film.
Oh,
No, I know.
that was I kind of wanted to see because, but oh my god.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
did you guys hear about the Spider-Man North series that was announced this week?
Oh,
Yeah.
that is so cool. That is so cool.
But apparently
wonder-
Peter Parker's not gonna be in it.
Wait,
So-
what?
Okay, so I'm not familiar with Spider-Man Noir. Is he? So he's Peter Parker in like another universe.
It's
That's Peter
like in the 1930s setting.
So
Yeah,
I'm actually kind of I like that. Well, it's at least Sony is kind of experimenting. Well, in a better way. I don't like instead of just like grabbing random ass villains, putting their own movies, or actually doing something with Spider-Man other than just put him in the MCU, like a noir show, maybe a 2099 movie, something that they're doing with Spider-Verse. I can kind of see them. I'm actually open to that.
Okay, but
If it's not
it's-
if it's not Peter Parker, then who is it?
yeah, it's cool, but like it has to be Peter Parker. It's like what?
yeah.
But did you guys
I mean-
ever play like Spider-Man? What was it? Shattered Dimensions.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really
Yeah,
like
yeah,
those
yeah.
noir levels, like when you played as like Spider-Man noir, like, and you're like taking down like Hammerhead, Vulture, and Goblin, and like you're kind of going all Arkham Asylum on bad guys.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like there were
Yeah.
like stealth missions, like where like you can like attack like enemies from like with like stealth moves.
I think I played a little bit of that game, but I think it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but it's like
Yeah.
I love that game. I think it was like the last game Stan Lee narrated.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I remember that. But yeah, Noir it seems to be. I'm just saying, like, how it's gonna look. It's gonna be on black and white. It's gonna be like
It should be.
stylized. It's gonna be like Sin City, where like it's just like very stylized, or like there's certain you see certain colors, along with the black and white. It's gonna be yeah. Go
Well,
ahead.
they do have Lord and Miller is going to be producing the show. I think they're producing the show. So they did
Yeah.
Spider-Verse. So when some possible way, if they bring in Nick Cage to be him,
Oh,
go to show. Go to show.
you know what? Maybe he'll play like remember in Spider-Verse. Spider-Man Noir said that he also had Uncle Ben. He called him Benjamin. So what if
Ben-
Nick Cage show up he's a series, but he's Uncle Ben?
Hmm.
That'd be dope.
I would like that.
Also, so the other big DC news this week was like James Gunn finally put this hashtag to
boy.
rest.
Here we go.
And
Yeah,
Max was
so-
not happy. He was not happy when he did this.
Oh my goodness! So the James Gunn, because some knucklehead, I'm gonna call them knuckleheads from now on, put the hashtag sell the Snyderverse to Netflix in a tweet about Swamp Thing, and like James Gunn basically said in the nicest terms, I have to say, this has got to be the wackiest hashtag ever since one, Netflix hasn't expressed any such interest, although we discussed other stuff, and two, Zach hasn't expressed any interest and seems to be happy doing what he's doing. And yes, we too have talked.
And that's not
So
enough for
There
people.
you go.
There
this
you
should
go.
You
put
know,
it.
that's not enough.
No,
That's
it
not enough
don't.
for
No, it
people.
What do you mean
don't.
that's not enough for people? Like, what else do you need?
No,
Wait,
no,
I
Right.
want to look for the quote that Mercury said. Like, oh, here it is. Here it is.
Source, source,
Source?
Yes.
Source?
Yes, for a
Source?
dude. You're
Two
talking to
question
the
mark?
source. You're talking to
question
the
mark.
source.
Listen. This guy is always up James Gunn's butt. Like literally. So my friend, one of a kind ASMR, my friend Sal, who's in the chat a lot. He messaged me one time asking like, is this guy like an actor playing Mr. Terrific in like the DCU? Because he's always like in James Gunn stuff, and it's like, no, he's a crazy Snyder fan. That basically that James Gunn lives rent free in his head.
He's probably the actor. He's probably the secret actor who's going to be playing Mr. Terrific in his upcoming movie.
Like this was just such a bizarre like.
Oh,
like
and,
people-
and he does go in depth too.
Yeah, like he did like say like Snyder's happy, and look, I'm happy for Zack Snyder because I'm a fan of Zack Snyder's movies.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And it's like, look, like the guy was in a shitty situation where, you know, like the studios like didn't like his tone, which I understand why, because people were critical of it. But it's like when obviously the family tragedy happened, that's basically when Warner Brothers said we're gonna rework this whole movie, and they kind of screwed him over in a sense.
Right. But he got his come up. He got like his glory. You thought when they finally released the Snyder Cut of Justice League, you think, well, that's it, right? We're done. The Sci-Fi's nope, not enough, not enough. It's
It's just so like. I mean, I
frustrating.
get loving something, but like this has gone on way too long.
If
Like
you love
this should have
something,
like
you gotta learn how to let it go. If you love
Well,
something, you
you
gotta learn how
know,
to let it go.
hey, it's an appropriate time to bring this back. Firmly grasp it. There you
oh
go.
Yeah.
my goodness.
Grasp it.
and
Yeah,
like,
like,
but
there's
and
no
like,
way
look, like here's the thing. Like I'm not gonna rub it in anyone's face because I know some people that hate the Snyder fandom have been rubbing it in other people's faces. It's like my thing is like I get you love what you love, stay in your lane. It's just people kind of took this way too far. And
Way too
Right.
serious.
You have
Like,
to
see,
think
the thing.
logically too. Like, there's no way Netflix can afford to do any of this.
No.
To even buy the rights to all of those characters will be close to $1 billion, if not
Or more.
if not more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Not
you're gonna
even
get.
make the movie. The
And then-
rights will cost
Yeah.
$1 billion.
And not to mention that they might want to put this on DVD somehow, or you want to, or even the actors. No, Henry Cavill,
And
Gal,
theatrically, you gotta put it theatrical. You gotta put you gotta
Yeah,
theatrical.
it's
Like
like-
Zaslav wants everything to be theatrical, right? There's no reason.
Isn't
he
that
does,
why Blue Beetle got moved to theatrical? Because that was supposed to be an HBO Max exclusive movie.
Right?
Yeah.
He's all about. He doesn't see the point in streaming movies. So there's no
Yeah, that's
point.
why Batgirl was so easy to scrap. It was gonna be HBO Max movie, and they see how it wasn't up to par, so that's why it was so easy to just cancel it. It was never
and, like,
coming out theater.
Yeah, because it's so crazy to me that people would actually think this is gonna happen, but the selling to Netflix counts it as a streaming movie if they make
Yeah.
2 and 3. But Zaslav is not about streaming movies. He's about the theatrical experience, which is one of the few things I agree with. Though it's like it doesn't make sense to put that in Netflix. To like sell,
Yeah,
or sell to Netflix. James Gunn wants everything to be concise and connected. They don't mean there's always Elseworld stuff, but they don't want to have Henry Cavill and all that stuff while whoever's playing the new Superman. in Legacy or
Yeah.
whatever. It
Yeah,
doesn't make
that,
any
It,
sense.
it's just like you don't want to cause all this confusion.
yep.
And
Yeah.
it's like,
It,
look, he has respect for Henry Cavill, James Gunn. He's even said he likes Henry Cavill. And look, he even admitted Henry Cavill got screwed around with the studio. A lot of people did,
yeah.
including Zack Snyder. Let's be real, that happened under
Oh, yeah.
the old regime. But having said that, this is his new universe, and he does have the right to decide what will work for him and what won't work for him.
Yeah.
And it's clear that what was set up with Superman in the prior movies was not his version of Superman that he would do. And
Right.
I think people need to understand that maybe in some cases it's easier to reboot and retool or like change up the tone of characters, like like Thor was changed up in Thor Ragnarok. But like sometimes like it's not that easy.
Yeah. It's yeah. But if you want to go keep grasping, no, we got to keep the story going. I think it just it didn't work. It's one of those what could have been had people had Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman was more well received. If it both make $1 billion and then he does Justice League and Justice League make $1 billion and it could like what could have been. It's that's
Yeah,
gonna be
well,
one. Yeah.
so like apparently this person basically said he hasn't expressed interest is basically
Oh wow.
like
Oh my god.
oh, and so like
Wow.
my friend Blinded Braille, I always joke around with him about this, like that scene from Dumb and Dumber. You're telling me there's a
So maybe there's a
chance?
chance. Maybe there's a chance. Huh?
So like,
Wow.
oh my goodness, like, and I hope I don't get a copyright for that, by the way. But still, like,
Yeah, I don't know what
Not
any of that how that any of that meant that there's a chance.
oh my goodness, like literally, these people just like
And
they
that's the thing.
just
That's the
like
thing. Okay, so they do this hashtag on Valentine's Day. So they do this hashtag on Valentine's Day. They're going to just swamp the flood the Twitter with this hashtag restore the Snyder. What's it called? Restore the Snyderverse in Netflix. They still think of a better hashtag. Anyways, so they do the thing. You think they'll stop after April 14th? You think they'll stop? No, they'll keep going. They'll do another one. They say, okay, let's do it on Memorial Day. Let's do it on 4th of July. Let's do it on Labor Day. They'll still do this crap. Like, and that's what's so frustrating. Is that so
so again,
frustrating?
he like people forget like these two guys are friends. Like Zach, like not Zach, James Gunn literally wrote the screenplay for the first movie Zach ever directed in Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people forget about that. And like I believe Zach probably reached out to congratulate him and support what he's doing. And again, he's got two universes that he's working on, which a lot of these people aren't even talking about.
Exactly.
It's like Rebel Moon, like he's making like a science fiction movie. Like after how the sequel trilogy for Star Wars has gone, it's like you would think people would be excited, like, ooh, a new space epic. This should be something interesting.
Yeah.
But again,
no, they do. They want him doing. Say they want him doing DC movies for the rest of his life.
it's like they're doing this on Valentine's Day, for crying out loud.
Which I guess someone say that they want to do it for Valentine's Day because I guess people believe that the original runtime for the 2017 movie was 2 hours and 14 minutes, directed by Zack Snyder. Which I'm like, okay, that's just you guys are just stretching. Like,
Wait. So hold on. Zack Snyder, who likes to make his movies very long, his DC movies, who had that 4-hour cut of Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I get it, things were added during the pandemic. You mean to tell me his cut was originally 14 minutes longer than what Josh Whedon put together in a Frankenstein mess?
I guess, but like at this point, you are like stretching
Well,
like Stretch Armstrong.
yeah.
Like you are just stretching like it's just wild to me.
Like,
Like
I did
Or was
really
it about
like Snyder Cut.
240 minutes?
Yeah, but like I do like Snyder Cut. I did really like that version just like way more than the version in the theaters. But even then, I thought it was too long. I was like, if they could cut it down, it could be passable in theaters. But 2 hours and 14 minutes, I thought it was like maybe 220, maybe 220 at best. If you
at
cut that, if
least,
you cut, yeah, or two
yeah,
twenty
but
five.
like to it's like because of because that originally like with Zach fully directing it would have been 2 hours and 14 minutes, which is still not enough beyond which you watch the entire Snyder cut.
Okay, so
It's
like
like,
if you
oh
take,
yeah, let's put it in
yeah,
Valentine's Day. I'm like, also Valentine's Day is my birthday, so it's on Tuesday.
It's
oh, happy
just like
birthday.
I'm just looking at all these comments, and it's just like
Oh, the AR art. Have you seen the AR, the AI
AI.
artwork? The
AI,
AI
uh,
oh
artwork,
my god.
and then like please, and then like the robot AI voice going like voicing like cyborg going, we must come together. It's like what in the
like
world?
of all the pictures that they picked, well, I picked the one where like the cyborg like looks like this.
Fair
It's
Well,
like
that's
enough.
like
these
behind
people are
that's
all
behind the
for.
scene.
Well,
Well, that's behind the scene.
I
Snyder
know it's
did
a
go with
behind the
black and
scenes,
white
but
stuff.
it's like why show a behind the scenes when you can probably show a picture of them all together with like their costumes with like color,
So
like
Well, that's like
you want
who's the photographer that usually take pictures of Zack Snyder's movie sets? Who's that guy? Like
I forget what
what?
I forget, but go on.
Yeah, I mean that's like pretty much his go-to guy. Like he did the photo book for for Watchmen where they show all the actors in their costumes, and that's done by this guy. I like that. I do like that photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's
it's a
very
nice
nice.
photo. I'm just saying for a fan movement that's like basically at this point the only actor that they support is Ray Fisher because like I guess Jason Momoa and Ben Affleck are traitors
And
like
Gal
Raiders.
and
and
Gal.
Ezra
Well, I don't think they ever
what
really cared about Ezra, especially after what
what
happened.
about
Like,
Henry?
I think Ezra became expendable to them after last year.
What about Henry? Well, Henry he's no longer Superman. Why can
Well,
he
here's the
promote
thing
this?
because they some of them get annoyed because like he appeared in Black Adam, and also because like he's been very open about playing the more hopeful traditional Superman.
Oh yeah,
Well, everybody lost their crap because he came in Black Adam wearing the blue and red suit, and then everybody got mad because he wasn't wearing the black suit, which doesn't make him like
And
everybody
because like
thinks like the black. Oh gosh.
and he came out to
and
the John
remember that
Williams.
those brief like few weeks, we all thought he was going to get another movie, and it was
Yeah,
not going to be directed by Zack Snyder.
I think it was
no,
like Christopher McQuarrie was doing it,
Yeah, and that would have been a great choice to continue Henry
oh
Cavill's
yeah,
Superman.
or shoot, Joseph Kosinski. That would have been amazing.
Like those were great choices that they had in mind. But it's like no, if it wasn't Zack Snyder, they weren't gonna watch it, and that's
yeah.
like mind boggling. But it's like I don't want to show it because like a lot of people have probably seen it at this point. Like you all saw like Skywalker held up the sign,
Oh
Oh that
yeah.
guy.
and like
Yeah.
you know
We all
what?
know
A
this.
lot of people laugh at the guy, but in all honesty, I feel kind of bad for him, and it's like here's the thing: I don't want to become to what a lot of Snyder fans have come, which is basically like bullies. Like I don't want to make fun of people because like I get there's something not 100% right with him. So it's like at the end of the day, like when it comes to the Snyder fans, it's like it does seem over the top, but it's like some of them there's something quite not right there. Because I also saw
No,
one of them make some kind of tweet saying like Valentine's Day, like I ain't got no Valentine, so I can tweet whatever I want on that day.
it's like oh my god, he just
Right.
exposed
Like,
himself.
see, like I don't see. I like to make fun of them, but I don't do it every day. I just kind of like I do one quick jab and that's it. I don't like do it like
Yeah.
all the time. See, like I got I got a job. I'm just kind of like minding my business. I don't go on Twitter too much, so I'm just like, yeah,
Well,
minding my
also
business.
for me, because I work in childcare, it's like that, like bullying's unacceptable. So it's like, and I always tell my kids, get along. Like, we
Mm-hmm.
always gotta be nice to each other. So it's like I'd be a hypocrite.
Mhm.
So it's like for like people like Skywalker, it's like, and I don't really care that much for the guy. I'll be honest. And like I remember when he came on like Max's streams last year, I was not on those streams, but like I remember watching those streams. Like he came in very aggressively. Like,
Oh
especially,
yeah.
yeah, like I remember like he took offense to a joke Isaac made about like Jared Leto.
Oh
But it's
wow.
like I also know the guy did serve for our country. Like I did know that. So it's like I don't really know the guy's story.
All right.
So it's like again, like that's why like I'm always like I want to be careful because it's like you don't really know all these people's stories. So it's like but I'm glad that like James Gunn like and this is basically like a summary of the other stuff with like Batman. I'm glad that he's debunking this stuff because I feel like a lot of people don't like it. I know Max doesn't like it, but it's like you need someone to speak out against this stuff because fake news and entertainment is very prominent at this point.
Yeah, and that's you gotta. It's why we need people like him. He's the dude. He's the co-CEO of DC. I think it's best to just kind of just
Call it
debunk
out.
most of this stuff. Yeah, call
Yeah,
out, debunk all this stuff, and just like and it still kind of baffles me that some people are like that's not enough for them to just think like want to spin this narrative, but it's their little world. I don't really care much. It's just like whatever. I mean, it's Twitter. Like I don't think Twitter's gonna it's that much of an impact anyways.
Uh, and it's a plus where, and it's also a plus where James Gunn is making a fool of George Randolph at the
oh
same
my, yeah,
time.
because like literally, what was the first thing we talked about? Grace Randolph literally caused all this fear that George Clooney was going to return as Batman,
I
and
did
she was
not
Yeah.
know.
enjoying it. She was like bragging about how this was top 10 trending.
I have I did not. I don't know what was going on with the whole George Clooney thing. I was just like too busy the last couple of days, and I was just like, wait, why is Christian Bale and George Clooney trending for whatever reason? I kind of got lost in the plot what's going on, but I was like, oh, it's another BS scoop or whatever. I was like, okay, whatever, bye.
Here's the thing:
Yeah.
we are living in an age, and this is like this was the scooping game really became a popular thing during shutdown during 2020. So it's like scooping has become so popular, and as we're trying to get back to normalcy, scooping is still around,
Yeah.
and it's gotten even worse. I mean, you remember like all these Snyder scoops that were being dropped the last couple years that and most of them didn't turn out most to all of them didn't turn out to be true.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Like there's still no air cut announcement.
And that's what I want to see. I'd rather see that than like putting the whole thing in Netflix.
It,
You know.
like
And what
and
happens with
again,
that? And what happens with those people? Those people who were so passionate about an artist's vision to be out of the world. Well, why can't they start that passion for David Ayer? He also got dick around by Warner Brothers with his
yeah.
Suicide Squad.
And by the way,
What?
David Ayer is another person that respects James Gunn a lot,
Yes.
and like
So
James Gunn respects him a lot. So it's like I feel like people are pitting people together that don't really need to, that are really not even against one another, that are actually like stronger together.
yeah.
Yeah, we need more
And
people to be honest, because like remember this isn't just a DC problem. Remember last year, like the Doctor Strange scoops were getting crazy.
yeah, it was like yeah, I heard that the one like man, the one was like Eric Banner was coming back as Bruce and then like all the X-Men coming from Fox. It's like yeah, it got crazy.
Yeah, like, but here's the thing, like Moth Culture, this is another one, was also like claiming that like, Tobey Maguire was going to be in the film and like Toby could take on Scarlet Witch.
The
Yeah.
fuck? What? Wait, what?
Yo, Moth Culture. So the scooper called Moth Culture. This is basically like My Time to Shine with like Marvel scoops, made this claim that Tobey Maguire was gonna be in Multiverse of Madness. And like the reason why they took him out was apparently because Toby was the only one that can take on Scarlet Witch.
What's he gonna
What?
do? Like do the dance around her to beat her or something like that? Like no.
Like
Oh,
she literally took down Black Bolt, Mr. Fantastic,
Yeah,
Captain like what?
Professor X.
that boy's
Professor
done. That
X,
boy's
like
done.
that.
Toby's done.
But
Like,
also here's the thing, and I just remember this. My Time to Shine Hello was also like encouraging the George Clooney returning rumors. I'm gonna find those.
I think she was messing around. I don't think she believed it.
Well, here's
She-
the thing.
She can be
I
reliable.
I remember like Skywalker was claiming that like Grace Randolph was secretly My Time to Shine Hello. You know what? I'm gonna give Skywalker a little benefit of the doubt. What if My Time to Shine Hello is Grace Randolph's burner account? Like, it sounds crazy, but it's like,
I don't know. Does she has money in NFTs? I don't know, because that's what my time does. She promotes NFTs.
oh my goodness, this is the like. Here's the thing. This My Time to Shine Hello is obviously biased because I clicked on the account and like one of the things that they retweet, like this is obviously like this is part of the anti Ezra bias. Like apparently, like this is what they're trying to say now.
That's what I was trying to say. That's the one. I thought it was for real because I also like. Can we have toast? He's also a good scooper, I believe. There's some
Oh,
things he got right. Some things he got wrong.
Is
But,
it
like-
my time to shine hello like a big Snyder fan?
See, this is the thing. I know
I don't
this person was calling the Flash movie the Flush.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and by the way, I see Isaac in the chat.
Yeah,
Claiming New York isn't real as always.
Job is.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
George. I'm gonna dip, so I'm gonna head out.
yeah. I'm probably gonna be ending it in a few minutes. But thanks
Okay.
for stopping by, Blue Jay. And do you want
Oh
to
yeah.
put your channel in the chat? I know you're a mod, so you can put it in there.
Yeah, I will. So
All right. But yeah, no, like, yeah, thank you for stopping by, Blue Jay. And guys, subscribe to Blue Jay if you haven't already. Blue Jay's awesome. And also, like, catch him also like on Max's streams because he does the box office game and like the Would You Rather game.
yeah, I don't think I might do the Would You Rather tonight, but I am doing the box office game tomorrow.
Well, Max isn't doing. I think he's doing To the Max tomorrow for the long stream.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're doing that tomorrow. So we're
Yeah,
doing that.
because usually,
This one's streaming.
I'd be done by now to go on To the Max, but yeah, he's doing it tomorrow.
Oh yeah. It's gotta be tomorrow. It's gonna be. What time does it start?
I honestly have no idea. He just said it was going to be an 8-hour stream, so I honestly have no idea.
It's gotta be like. Well, no. Well, it could be maybe around the pre-game show for the Super Bowl, which is usually around 5 o'clock Eastern.
But yeah, no. Before like I end the stream, like I just want to show like how like they like look like they were encouraging it the whole time. What truth, Isaac? What truth are you talking about?
Tell him the truth that New York isn't real.
New York is real, Isaac. It is real, and
Yeah, where was I staying at for the first 15 years of my life?
yeah, like literally, like I've been living here for like almost 8 years, dude. But yeah, no, like My Time to Shine was encouraging this whole thing.
I'm not surprised, like, because like they're very biased. I think.
I mean, okay, she got stuff. She pretty much got Brave of the Bold right before it was announced, like the day before. She's like she showed like the banner of the Brave of the Bold comics. Say, hey, look at my banner, and then the announce of like the DCU Batman will be Brave of the Bold. It's like, oh, interesting.
It's fine that she gets certain things right. I'm just saying, like, she does have a lot of bias.
I will say with the Brave and the Bold title, like I don't mind it. It's just like I'm reminded of like the Brave and the Bold comics and cartoons when like Batman teamed up with other heroes.
Well, I think that's gotta be the premise. I think it's not just Batman, Damian Wayne. I think maybe other heroes might show up Again, just to differentiate Batman, the DCU Batman to the Robert Pattinson Batman and Matt Reeves universe. So they gotta do something. That's what I was thinking. Like maybe they could bring in Clooney or Bale to differentiate Patterson's Batman, but then I say you can still do that with a new actor. You don't need
Yeah.
you don't even bring back the past actors just to see. Well, this is different because this is no. It's just I thought it was silly in the beginning.
But I'm probably gonna end it here, guys. We're gonna probably do like final thoughts on like the topics that we talked about. Arkham, we'll start with you, then we'll go to DL, then Senior Nerd, and then I'll close it out.
You
And
can.
also, guys, you can start putting your channels in the private chat, and I'll put them in the chat for people to like check it out.
Okay. You can find me at Arkham. I just changed my name, Arkham Unlimited. Tomorrow I'm gonna have my Batman failsafe review, and probably maybe do a. I don't want to do live reaction of the Flash trailer because I don't want to be taken down. So I might.
Yeah, Warner Brothers is very strict about that.
I might just do a video. People are because YouTube is getting more strict, and
Oh my god.
so I might just do, if I'm doing trailers, I think based on DC, just do trailer video reactions instead of live reactions.
Yeah, but any final thoughts on the topics that we talked about tonight?
Uh, I guess I'm happy that James Gunn debunked it because it sounded like very bad.
Yeah. DL, any final thoughts you want to add, and you want to put your channel in the private chat for me to put in the chat?
Well,
DL. well, while I'm waiting for DL, Senior, you can start like saying your final thoughts on what we talked about tonight.
okay, so just to really the main topic is the Batman thing. As I said, I knew because coming from Grace Randolph that it was pretty much fake news. Look, I was warming up to it, but even then I was like, doesn't make sense why you got back a cameo in Flash, sure, but then make them the prime DCU Batman doesn't make sense. So yeah, so that's all I can say about that. I'm glad it's gonna be a new actor. I'm like, there's some actors in mind I want to play as DCU Batman. None of them are George Clooney or Christian Bale. So.
All right, I'm putting. So this is Blue Jay's channel. So if you haven't subscribed to Blue Jay, go check him out already. He did a review on Avatar: The Way of Water. I'm gonna also put like Arkham's channel in there. DL, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of dozed off a little bit. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so yeah, you want to?
Sweet.
So your final thoughts on what we talked about, and also put your channel in the private chat, and I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. Final thoughts. Yeah. I don't believe that they're gonna bring any of the old actors to play Batman in the new DCU. Like that's just ridiculous. Um, yeah, we'll just see what happens with this trailer. How they're gonna market the movie going forward. How the movie's actually going to be. I'm looking forward to it. They totally missed an opportunity to do Batman Beyond with Michael Keaton. That's all I'm gonna say. And yeah.
Yes.
And where can they find you at?
Oh yes, they can find me on YouTube. I am DL. I'm about to put the link. Hold on. Yeah, so yeah, my channel's I am DL. I talk about movies, shows, and everything in nerdy geek culture. I just did a podcast where we did a heated debate on if Andor is a good show. I'm talking about all the Rocky films before Creed 3 comes out. We are talking about the Harry Potter films. Yeah, I talk about a whole bunch of stuff. If you guys want to hear my takes on things, check out my channel.
Awesome. And yeah, my final thoughts on this whole thing is basically, like I said, I'm glad they're getting someone new to play Batman in the DCU. I'm excited for the Flash trailer, and I hope like it turns out well. Still not the biggest fan of Ezra Miller, but it is what it is. And I'm glad that James Gunn has like debunked um, also debunked, the whole Snyder thing, because people do need a sense of reality, and I'm gonna put Dial's in the chat. And oh my Blue Jay, come on, don't make the comparison to Jody's corner, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Like we don't need that. We don't need that.
Oh my
And,
god.
and yeah, this is Senior Nerd's Twitter's. He doesn't have a channel, but if you want to follow him on Twitter, you can. Arkham's once again. Here's Dial's and Blue Jays once again. And you guys know where to find me. You can find me at the George. So like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I plan on reviewing the Ant-Man movies this week before Quantumanium comes out. And I just want to thank everyone who joined in on tonight's stream. Arkham, DL, Senior Nerd, and also Blue Jay. Subscribe to all of them. They're awesome. We all stream together, whether it's on Max's channel or Aaron Ward Order's channel. We're all part of a big community, and everyone's awesome. So subscribe to everyone. Thank you for joining in, and I hope to see you guys real soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Super Bowl tomorrow, and yeah, have a good time.
Hey.
Hey.